Happy Monday. Welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Today we are going to be playing, at least to start us out, Quicksilver versus Mansion Attack. Figured I needed to break Quicksilver out as I was perusing the heroes in my collection. I was like, I have not played Quicksilver in a hot second. So here we are. We're going to try Quicksilver and see how it goes. And I figured we would try the Shield Executive Board modular set outside of kind of the campaign, because you can sub this in just like a normal mod set. Figured, you know what, let's try it. So hello, how's everyone doing? Luther, it's time. Con of Heroes time. It is. We are so close to Con of Heroes. How crazy. Oh, the board. Yeah, Con of Heroes this weekend. It's crazy how quickly it's coming up. So excited. Nice. Hello, how's it going? Hello, Yanni. Toad, definitely a villain to play on a Monday. Yeah, right. These are just stacked here, so I could get the framing right. So we'll randomize this at the beginning. I just like had a random thought. I was like, do these create a panorama? They do not. They do not. But it would have been cool if they did. Love this scenario. I think it's a really cool scenario. I like the different villain and main scheme combos. There's just a lot going on in it. Guarismo adding the board should be interesting. Yeah, I figured. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious how it works out. But yeah, cool. Alrighty, so Quicksilver, I don't necessarily have an aspect in mind. I was kind of thinking we could go like a Voltron type. Actually, we may have already done this. Hello, Joshy. How's it going? What's the plan today, hey Juan? We're playing Quicksilver. You get this week. Oh, you get the new shield box this week. Nice. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Nice. Mansion Attack is one of my favorite scenarios, and I like Quicksilver a lot. Let's go. I picked this one specifically for you. um, yeah, we could go Voltron. Although we may have actually already done that. Now that I'm thinking about it, we may have done a Sidekick Scarlet Witch deck already. I think we did. I feel like Quicksilver doesn't get enough love. I really like Quicksilver. I think that he's just a ton of fun. Go Justice. I mean, like, we really haven't played. What about a float deck for Quicksilver? I've recently added Quicksilver to your collection, but I've yet to use him, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays. Nice, that's awesome, Gav. Why are the board members there? We're trying the Shield Executive Board modular set. See how it goes in a non-Shield encounter. See how that works out. Finally, the Winter Soldier Comrade. The game is my favorite character. Nice. Just finished Galaxy's Most Wanted this weekend for the first time. I have a new most hated hero. Can't believe how Groot is so bad. Groot's fun. Groot makes up for what he lacks in strength and interesting decisions. Board members kind of makes sense. The government getting involved in mutant affairs. Yeah, there you go. Thematically, it does make sense. Quicksilver, leadership or aggression? I was kind of thinking justice. I was thinking justice and doing like a float like a butterfly deck where you can confuse the enemy, and then because Quicksilver just has so many just like ping, 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 if that would work pretty well. I may have already done it. I honestly have no idea. I've played this game so much at this point that I do not remember if I have done it or not. Interesting to see Shield keeping an eye on the mutants. But yeah, let's try a float deck. That seems fun enough. I was kind of hoping Scarlet Witch was a mutant so we could throw some of those mission trainings on her. It's able to make it work using hero cards as resources. I almost never use her cards, only the alter ego support and his ready card. Nice. Justice is an interesting choice. I heard the next line of heroes is anti-heroes like Punisher and Ghost. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I just realized I have my screen switched, which is why it's throwing me off. I'm going to fix that. I can see the chat so much better now. Beautiful. Yeah, let's try a justice thing. Alrighty. So justice, we could also go with one way or another. Face the past is another card. Oh, Avalanche. That's kind of fun. I didn't even think about that. Avalanche. That works out pretty well. When revealed, place 2 threat on the main scheme. When revealed, each player must choose to either take 2. I don't know if Face the Past is a super great idea for Mr. Avalanche coming into play here. Any word on how to use honorary X-Men to give Quicksilver? Yeah, so if you have a X-Men at the table, they can play honorary X-Men on Quicksilver. Do you have Silk? No, here it comes out in on Friday, I want to say. How would it work if Avalanche is the villain? Avalanche would not come into play, card would surge. I bought Quicksilver over the weekend to fill one of my gaps in earlier purchases. Notice today how Quicksilver film clips keep getting suggested. It is the Matrix. Nice. Hey Art, how's it going? Alrighty. Let's find some yellow cards. You can also do like some one way or another shenanigans. Let's just grab Blindfold, Dazzler. Let's go Banshee. I like the idea of having Banshee out here. We have a pretty good number of like mean minions in the deck. Uh with like the Brotherhood mod set and everything. So let's grab that. Let's do Float. Oh my gosh, my card's so far away. Friday near. Since I live outside the US, you already purchased. She arrives in June. Oh no. It's so far. Good morning. Cool to see Quicksilver again. Heck yeah. Who all is going to Con of Heroes? There's our doubles. Rocket with the repurposed deck. Oh, it's so good. It's so incredibly powerful. I love it. I play with a house rule that if your Nemesis is already in play, then you get a free activation. It works well with everyone except for Colossus. Free activation, Juggernaut. Yikes. Okay. Grab a Lay of the Trap. Let's go. Ooh, actually, before we even. Nah, we'll figure it out later. We got Turn the Tide. I feel like Turn the Tide is pretty interesting here. I'm going to grab one way or another. And Heroic Intuition. So with one way or another, we can go fetch a side scheme if we have our, I don't even remember what our upgrade is called. That gives us +1 thwart, and then we can combine that with a Heroic Intuition, getting us up to a 3 thwart, so we can pretty much clear anything that comes out just with a basic activation. Okay. Keep the resources diverse for the board. Oh yeah, that is true. Might as well just grab a Quinn Carrier. We will have friction resistance, which is a physical resource generator. But let's grab a Quinn Carrier to be that wild resource generator for us. Let's grab Making an Entrance and a Justice Served. Do we want one or two? Let's go with one Justice Served. What's up, Trap It? Quicksilver upgrade named something speed related. Yes, exactly. Got the shield box a couple weeks ago. I was thinking about doing an aggression build with Nick. Now waiting on Shuri and Silk. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for Shuri and Silk. Making an entrance when your hero makes a basic thwart, which we're going to be doing a decent amount of. It gets +2. And then if we don't take any damage from that, or if we remove all of the threat from that scheme, from that thwart, we get to heal 2 damage from your hero. Justice Served is very similar, but it's an upgrade. And once we do that, we get to ready our hero. That is not where those cards go. Put all the M's in the I's. Would Prism Test work for this deck? After a minion enters play, discard Prism Dust, confuse that minion and deal 2 damage to it. I like it. I think so. I think it's a one of kind of drop to kind of get maybe some of those meaner Brotherhood minions out there. Let's grab a Prism Dust. Well, let's try and find a Prism Dust. I'm worried it may be overkill. The nice thing is it's an upgrade. You can toss it. We probably want to grab more upgrades than events because Quicksilver's cards can't be so good. We want to hit those always be runnings, those maximum velocities at the same time. And so if we can deplete our deck using allies, upgrades, supports, that feels pretty good. Now we also have like one way or another, so we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's go with a mansion. Let's look here real quick, see if there's anything that we need. Potentially an under surveillance. An under surveillance in mansion attack is kind of interesting, I think, because like sometimes you get stuck on something that you don't want and you want to thwart out fairly quickly, but it may be worth. We only have Dazzler. I'm gonna grab a sonic rifle. We only have Dazzler to confuse right now. We'll grab a Professor X, but let's grab a Sonic Rifle. That's going to give us more access to that confused. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and grab a Professor. You should be able to trigger Prism Dust very... Yeah. The teacher. And let's hop over to basic because there's a couple of things that we do want to grab here. Specifically, a superpower training for friction resistance, as well as I was about to say skilled investigator, but I just realized we never put skilled investigator in there. Let's grab a symbiote suit. Um, symbiote suit is dumb with Quicksilver, and I love it. Skilled investigator. Got 2 more card slots. Specialized training seems kind of fun. I think with specialized training, we could either go attack or thwart, or honestly defense. Our frontline specialist could be interesting as well because we're going to be defending each time. I don't think we're going to really be using a ton of trump blocks, but I think one of these two, it'll probably be a game day decision on which one we grab. There's one of Nick. So I think that works out pretty well. That's 2, 4, 5. That would be 40 cards right there. Friction resistance is so good. This would be a really good deck to team up with Psylocke or Jubilee. Oh, yeah, and that's why I love the 2-player or like the 2-handed because it like Villain Theory was saying on one of the podcasts. It feels like you are playing a like 80 card deck. Like you're building a deck that synergizes and you have 2 heroes. It's just feels like building a Twin Suns deck almost. Is there something that we needed? I don't think so. 3 days till Con of Heroes. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, heck yeah. Once you have Silk, use Energy Shield on the Peter Parker ally so it won't take consequential damage, and you have Ready at the cost of 1. That's awesome. That's really, really fun. I'm so excited for Silk. Okay, I came up with the heroes that I'm bringing. I'm bringing a Black Widow leadership deck. I'm bringing a... That's the only like one that I've narrowed down the aspect. That's today's task after the stream is to build all of the decks. Looking forward to your first time at the con. Nice, awesome. That's really exciting. I'm bringing a Rogue deck because Rogue is a ton of fun to play in multiplayer. I'm bringing a... I think I said Ghost Spider. I'm trying to pick one from like the different teams. Cable. Bringing a cable deck. And also because I just like to play with it as many people as I possibly can. Good morning, Andy. I try and bring decks that can fit into as many different situations as possible. You turn on the fan. My power went out this weekend, and so now I have to like reset everything. Rogue with Storm is so freaking fun. Um, it was Rogue, Ghost Spider, Black Widow. I think Miss Marvel. Cable and multiplayer is so good. Building the decks you're bringing is my Wednesday. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping I can go to Con of Heroes next year. Hopefully, politics won't be an issue then. hopefully, hopefully. Um, I think I came up with 5 or 6 decks that I was bringing. Brought a Wasp Protection deck last year that I really liked. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think. I have the Avenger with Black Widow, Mutant with Rogue, Ghost Spider's Web Warrior. I think it was a Miss Marvel. I think Cable with X Force. I think it was a Miss Marvel with. I should have written these down. It's not like it matters. Like I can change my mind. like I went through this exercise this weekend. What hero do you think is one of the people who will bring the most to the convention? I think we will see a ton of Silk and Shuri because they release the day that the convention starts. So I'm thinking that we're going to see a ton of Silk and Shuri. I assume that we'll see a lot of Black Widow, or not Black Widow. I'm sorry, Maria, just because I think she's really solid in multiplayer, and she's newer. Um, Trying to think. I think we'll probably see a decent bit of Cable. I think Cable is really solid for multiplayer. Do you have to bring several aspects for one hero, or always 1-to-1? For campaigns, I always think like they have one additional aspect to switch into as a backup. So in the past, I've just brought my entire collection. Like I've just loaded everything in the car and driven up. But I'm riding with some friends this time, and so we don't necessarily have the space to bring an entire collection. So I'm just building specific decks and just one aspect per deck. Tons of Maria Hill, I suspect. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. What's up, Mateo? Finally got to catch you on Twitch. Awesome. Welcome. Good morning, Nelson. Love seeing Quicksilver get some love. Still one of my favorite all-time heroes. Quicksilver is a blast. Yeah. Quicksilver is so much fun. Alrighty. And we're off. Off to the races, as they would say. I'm doing a Cable Justice. Captain Leadership. Ooh, Cap Leadership 6. Cyclops Aggression. I don't know what else to bring, but those 3 definitely nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I brought Cyclops Maria Hill Recursion. I've done that 2 years now. That one's a ton of fun. Cyclops is a great con hero because you can just throw those upgrades out everywhere. Cable Justice is probably what I'm bringing as well. He just slots in so well with any team. Go even the odds and just blow through side schemes. Cable Justice is cheating. Cable Justice is a good time, is what I think he meant. Also, Nelson, we may have room for your whole collection as Nathan and Steven don't have theirs anymore. Yeah, that's true. I love all your YouTube videos of Marvel Champions, and now I get to see you on live. Woo! Let's go. I'm so excited that you got here. That's exciting. That's true. I also don't. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I kind of want to just bring the decks, and then it takes away the stress of trying to figure everything out while I'm there. Because the last couple years, I've just been like, I'll just build it when I get there, and then it's just like, okay. Maria Hill can lock the villain with Pericles. I think FFG didn't see that coming because it's too strong. I was up to you. I would fix it going to the past before it releases. Yeah. Pericles is just really solid. Cable Justice being cheating is the whole reason I'm bringing it. Nice. Yeah, my Black Widow deck is a lot of it's a supporting Black Widow leadership deck. It's running like Cersei, a lot of command teams, rapid responses, and make the calls, but like very few allies. It's running like Agent 13, Winter Soldier, of course. Um, but I'm gonna be making the call for other players' allies, and that's kind of the idea is use make the call for other people's allies. It's running cell phones so that I can command team other people's um like allies on their table. And so like uh if I use like command team cell phone agent 13, I can just get these command team readies just going like crazy and hopefully readying everybody at the table. And then I'm running like all of the like generic upgrades for allies like inspired. Oh, I should throw sidearms in there. Yeah. Then I have like the healing stuff. So at Connie Heroes, do you get teasers and spoilers of what is to come? Not really. No. I'm only bringing heroes. Yeah. My method of Con of Heroes is to roam and then sit down at a random table and hope that they have space for me. So I don't really bring my villains. A lot of people do. Most people bring villains, which is why I get away with not. um, Hi, what's up, Pedro? Speaking directly from Brazil, I love your channel. The Brazilian community loves Marvel Champions. Nice. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm happy you're here. True for solo, given the villain is not steady or stalwart, and multiplayer is not as broken but still super good. I think that is also true. In true solo, it's just dumb. If it is steady or stalwart, you can just flex save yourself a tough status card, and you can't like confuse, but you can't block like the attack activation. But yeah. I want to put together a Georgia Menage deck with Quicksilver. Ooh, that would be fun. That'd be really fun. Con of Heroes is not run by FFG. It is at the Game Center, which it shares a parking lot with the FFG headquarters. Game Center used to be owned by FFG. It is no longer owned by FFG. It's a independent entity. It's run by the community. Yeah. Do you look for any table or scenario, or you look for specific villains? I look for openings. I look for 3 people sitting by themselves, and then I just like, hey, can I play? Um, yeah, can get +3 attack per turn. That's so crazy. That's sick. That looks so fun. Alrighty, let's figure this out. The Brotherhood strikes. Put save the school environment. Oh shoot, I need to like take it out of the sleeve. Oh, it's in a different sleeve. I should have. Yeah, okay. But save the school environment into play. Shuffle all copies of the main scheme to A and stack them under the scheme. Shuffle the villains together, and then put the top card of the deck into play. So we're going to roll a dice. Toad is going to be our number 1. We'll re-roll a 5 or a 6. We'll re-roll a 5 or a 6. We'll re-roll a 5 or a 6. It was a 3, so that's going to be Blob. Blob starts out with 19 hit points. Gross. So if they're playing Expert Ronin, you don't mind? No, I'm always down for a challenge. I think I have played Ronin there though. Sorry guys, but what is Con of Heroes? Mateo, Con of Heroes is a fan run Marvel Champions convention. It's happening this weekend where people show up and play Marvel Champions. Yeah. It's awesome. It's a ton of fun. Game Center. If I were to go, is it easy to play a game with you or Boom Guy? Yeah. I would say yes. There's probably 100 or so people there, um, and literally all day. Right? It starts. Game Center closes, and everyone goes back to the hotel, and we play there. Like we play so much Marvel Champions. It's crazy. Find the table with Maria, Kale, Doctor Strange, and Deadpool for maximum silliness. Ooh, Deadpool would be a fun one to just bring, just to have, just feel like, okay, here we are. When revealed, deal each player a face-down encounter card. Advance to the next card in this game. Add this card to the victory display. We got Save the School, which we were instructed to put into play. After a villain is defeated, if there are X villains in the victory display, we're choosing 2, just from like a speed standpoint. Heh. Otherwise, deal each player an encounter card. Reveal the next villain. I always forget to deal myself the encounter card, so I'm going to try and remember that. I'm gonna do the same thing. Reroll a 5 or 6. Reroll a 5 or 6. 1. We've got the cafeteria. Each character gains retaliate 1. So I think we'll probably let this one go. The retaliate one is going to blow Quicksilver through his health. The nice thing is that like we get retaliate as well, so our defense is going to be pretty nice. But we will not just immediately let this go because I think we have to have some security. But I don't know if we're going to feel too upset if this one does go. I've not brought Domino to the convention yet. I'm hyped to. It's your first one. Always held around your wife's birthday, so I haven't been able to. But she brought your ticket as a surprise. Oh, that's awesome. That's fun. I'll speak for Boom Guy that he's so good about always having a seat at his table. But I'll definitely. All the community titans are super friendly, and I love getting games in. I would say that I don't know if I'm super friendly. I don't like most people. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, no, everyone there is just such. They're so nice. They're such a good time. What's with the shield directors in the mansion? Governmental overreach. um, I wonder if there are any heroes that cause people to do a side eye like Star Lord. Oh, I played. I played the Star Lord Voltron Iron Man deck, Guardians of the Galaxy, where like Iron Man discounts every upgrade that he plays on by 0 Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that if you play an upgrade on a Guardian character, you get to draw a card. Star Lord gives all of your allies the Guardian trait, and so the so you just run like a Voltron Iron Man, and you get to play all of these upgrades on him for free, and then you just get to draw cards. It's stupid, like it's S tier, like it's so good. I played that, I think just for one game. Like it was crazy. I wonder if there are any heroes that call. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom Guy always has a seat open because Vision. Just we got Professor X, Prism Dust, always be running, Avengers Mansion, Skilled Investigator, and a one way or another. Honestly, sick. So if we go one way or another, that's going to give us 3 cards, which we can drop Professor X, which we can thwart and get another card with Skilled Investigator. I would like to see if we can get Mansion on the table as well. I don't know if we can. Let's mulligan these two and see if we can find a double. We got a Reinforced Sinew that gives us +1 attack and a Justice Served. We're going to go ahead and trigger Pietro here and go ahead and use his ability, Superpower Siblings, discard 2 cards from our hand, and then draw 2 cards. We got Maximum Velocity and a Always Be Running. Alrighty. What happens if 2 people want to play the same deck? Usually people will have multiple decks, and like there's just a conversation beforehand if there is, but also it's I've played at a lot of tables that play like multiverse rules where if you have the same deck, you have the same deck. Cool. What's up, Nelson? How's it going? What's up, champion? Sometimes the table okay is multiversal ideas and let it happens. Yeah. I like that happens a lot with like Quinn Carrier, X Jet, like things that are unique upgrades or supports. I find that a lot of people will do like, okay, we'll just we'll just run a different, or like we'll just call this Quinn Carrier 2. I love this opening hand. Yeah, fist fight to see who the stronger champion. the only rational thing to do here. Alrighty, let's flip up to Quicksilver. We're gonna play one way or another. One way or another says that we get to go search our deck, our searching encounter deck for a side scheme. Put it into their hand. Okay, protect the students. When defeated, the player defeats the scheme, searches their deck, and discard power for an ally and adds it to their hand. Is that what we want right now? I don't think it is. I think that's going to be our next one that we grab. Let's go Under Siege. That's just going to be an easy one for us to take out. But I think Protect the Students is going to be better because I think our resources are kind of spoken for at this point. That's why the parking lot is so big. What heroes do you think have less synergy? Oh, that's a fun question. Deadpool. I think Deadpool is a little bit tougher in multiplayer. That's a good question. What do other people think? What are some of the less good multiplayer heroes? Good morning, no feet. How's it going? We got Quicksilver taking on governmental overreach in the mansion attack. Gotta go get some work done. So excited for Kind of Heroes. Have a safe trip, and see you Thursday. See you, Josh. I assume it's a fight to the death. That's the only reasonable conclusion. This comes in with 3 threat because it comes in with 3 threat per Brotherhood of Mutants um, character in play. We get to draw a Making an Entrance, a Dazzler, and a Sonic Rifle. Let's put a Skilled Investigator on the table to use a Making an Entrance, a Dazzler, and a Maximum Velocity to play Professor X. Professor X comes in. We are going to confuse the blob. Confuse the blob. Spectrum, I think, has very bad synergy in a multiplayer game. I played Spectrum at one of the Kind of Heroes, and I enjoyed Spectrum. But I agree. I don't think you see a ton of synergy with like a multiplayer in a multiplayer setting. I did run Valkyrie last year. Valkyrie is a lot of fun in 4 player because you can really just like fill in that minion slayer role, and she's really good at that. And like when there's a ton of minions on the table, she can just run. I think some of the older heroes are not bad in multiplayer, but they don't benefit as much in multiplayer. Yeah, yeah. Um, I really liked Wasp. I think Wasp is just a ton of Wasp is so good, so much fun. Um, alrighty, X is gonna go ahead and thwart down under siege. When that happens, we're going to exhaust Skilled Investigator to draw an energy. Ooh. I was gonna play Sonic Rifle, but do we play Avengers Mansion here? Yeah, why not, right? Let's play Avengers Mansion. We'll exhaust and draw into a blindfold. We're gonna hang on to blindfold. Let's stand up. Oh wait, Quicksilver is going to thwart one here. Then he gets to ready. I don't think I'm going to poke blob. I don't wanna start eating through my hit points with that retaliate. Captain America, I like Captain America a lot in multiplayer because of his ability on his alter ego side, the Living Legend ability, because it discounts the first ally played by anybody. And so if you are in alter ego, you can sit there and give a effective helicarrier to a free helicarrier to somebody. So that I really like. Um, and then you can combo it like with team building exercise. So if somebody doesn't have a ally, they can use team building exercise, and you can actually play an ally off turn. And so like team building exercise plus living legend, and another person having team building exercise can play an ally for a discount of 2 off turn. I do like Captain America in multiplayer. Uh, Thor is awesome in multiplayer. Thor is so much fun. Spider Ham, yeah. Avenger Mansion using yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's really funny. We're at uh X Mansion, but yeah, it's fun. My main playing partner is so up into Maria Hill. I want to run ham with face the past to increase the Are you trying to start a civil war? Mostly, I just want to see how X Men are great in multiplayer, but it's less obvious. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really built the X Men with like a kind of theme in mind. We got blindfold. We've got one way or another. Let's go. We got genius, several industries, and a banshee. Excellent. Let's go ahead and add one here. Blob is going to attack. We'll block with X. It's going to be 2 plus 2. And after Blob attacks and damages a character, we have to stun that character, which can be not super great for Quicksilver, actually. Got 2 encounter cards. First one being Hopping Mad. Toad activates against you if he's not in play. Searching encounter deck and discard pile for Toad and put him into play. Toad. So Toad. There's Toad. After a Toad attacks and damages a character you control, discard one random card from your hand. Then we've got Mutant Terrorist. Search the encounter deck and discard power for the Brotherhood side scheme and reveal it. If it did not interplay this way, bad things happen. The Brotherhood comes in with 4 threat. Each Brotherhood of minion mutant gains Quick Strike. I'm glad that we flipped them in that order. I remember Thor was one of the first heroes that I brought to like a multiplayer meetup. Thor's a gem in multiplayer. If you run like Thor Aggression with Get Over Here, you can just draw literally all the cards. Nice. Let's go Mansion to draw into a double time. And let's use one way or another. At this point, we're going to go find our, what's it called? Protect the students. Because I think when we clear this, we're going to go grab Nick and just kind of get that cycle. We're really looking for friction resistance right now, and I think that'd be nice to find it. So there's Protect the Students. That comes in with 4. We get to draw 3 cards. We got, Hyper Perception, Scarlet Witch, and a Maximum Velocity. Let's use a Genius to play Hyper Perception, which is going to give us +1 thwart. And we are going to thwart for 2 off of Protect the Students. We get to Ready. And we're going to go ahead and thwart for 2 off Protect the Students again. So when defeated, the player defeated the scheme searches their deck and discard power for an ally and adds it to their hand. We're going to take Nick. You make a video with Silk for all. Yeah, I'll play Silk in all the aspects when I get her. I think Quicksilver is one of those heroes you're looking to play his hero cards more. Yep. Yeah. His cards are so good. I feel like the Shield Executive Board, maybe were we supposed to start with any counters? It just feels weird that there are no counters on this right now. Skilled Investigator will trigger to draw us into a Accelerated Reflex. Ooh. Cool. Okay. Let's use I kind of like Double Time, actually. Let's use Maximum Velocity, Scarlet Witch, Accelerated Reflex, and a Banshee to play Nick Fury. When Nick comes into play, we're going to draw 3 cards, which is a Strength, a Quinn Carrier, and a Double Time. Still did not find the Friction Resistance. Let's use a Strength and a Double Time to play a Quinn Carrier. We'll use Quinn Carrier, Double Time, and several Industries to play Blindfold. I think they start with 2 counters. Okay. 3 in expert. I don't think they start with 3 because they flip at 3 in expert mode. Right, so it would have to be 2. I'm down to do that. When Blindfold enters play, we get to look at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 1 and put the rest back in any order. So we got Protect the Students, which is going to be a boost card. Gross. These are not fun cards. Okay, we could go boost card and encounter card if we wanted to. I think we're gonna discard Evil Alliance. I don't want to deal with that. Ideally, we will have another Under Surveillance, which will shuffle the deck and we can avoid hitting Pyro. We're not going to deck out this round. So I think Unfortunately, we're losing two of our side schemes just as boost and encounter cards that we cannot then target with a one way or another. So I think we're gonna toss a Evil Alliance. We'll go with that. So we can stay in hero form. We're not hitting a Brotherhood minion. We'll be good. We're gonna have to discard a random card, which is annoying, but it is what it is. One thing I've wanted to do for Kana Heroes is play Doctor Strange, but just add 25 cards into his deck and see if he really is OP. He is. He's pretty good. Doctor Strange about to rock the web and life of destiny to save the day. That seems kind of fun though. Like a strange web warrior build. That seems cool. Yeah, because if you then just run all the web warriors, and once you get Web of Life and Destiny out, you can run the web warriors, and then it's just like turbo card draw of Strange, which is what he likes to do. Run him probably in leadership still. Are there any heroes that people avoid at Con? I don't think so. I don't think so. When you play Quicksilver, what upgrade do you prioritize? Plus one attack, defense, or thwart? In a vacuum, defense. Um, yeah, in a vacuum defense, but I don't necessarily think that it kind of depends on the deck build. Like here, I really like the thwart one because we are running one way or another, so we can get like more thwarting out of just kind of our basic activations. But no other knowledge, I would say defense, just because he defends every round. Do you know when you play Mansion Attack, the first scheme 1B counts? Yes, yeah. I didn't know that for a while, but yes, unfortunately. So you can lose two main, basically. We've got Nick and Blindfold going to thwart this down to 1, setting ourselves up for another Skilled Investigator card draw next. Oh, we're getting 2 cards. Hold on. I did not think about that. Yikes. So we are getting Pyro. I don't think I want that. Well, I guess we are getting Pyro. Like I don't. No, I did not think about that. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be fun. Cool. Well, let's stand up. Yikes. The only thing I see people avoid at Connie Heroes is sleep. But all heroes are usually embraced, yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a hero that I would say is avoided at Connie Heroes. Hmm. Alrighty, we get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still no friction resistant. Okay, it is in there. I was just like, did I just not grab it? I think Deadpool would be the one that I would think about. Adam Warlock? No, I mean he plays. Adam Warlock's really fun multiplayer because he can do like a lot of like support builds. So he can bring like all of the upgrades and everything and just kind of pass out and do support. That actually sounds kind of fun. I'm also thinking about sleeving my decks that I bring in colored sleeves rather than like the clear plastic, so that when I'm passing cards out, I can easily see like red is mine and, and grab that card back. Alrighty, we're gonna go 1 here. Blob is going to attack. We're gonna block with Nick. +2. Nick goes away. Boom. And Toad is going to attack us. We are going to defend with Quicksilver. We take 1 damage. We get Retaliate 1. And then we are going to discard a random card. We'll reroll a 6. The top card is 1. 5 is 1 where? No, that's sad. Oh well. We get 2 cards. Under Siege and a Pyro that has Quick Strike. Under Siege, came in first, so that comes in with 6 threat before Pyro hit the table. Then Pyro is going to attack us. Forced response, we're going to discard the top 2 cards and take 1, 2 indirect damage. And then retaliate 1. Alrighty. Yikes. People definitely play both of those. I'm actually bringing a Warlock deck this year. Sick. Andir, what is it? Is it like a support deck or is it, what's the idea behind the Warlock? When I catch a live stream, what's up, False Spirit? How is it going? I feel like the pool aspect is worse than any hero. Yeah. I think pool is pretty tough. I think it's a deck you have to ask permission for before playing. I've been playing full pool Deadpool and it's been very good fun solo. Yeah. Nice. Let's go Mansion to draw us into a Lay the Trap. All of my side schemes. That's fun. Let's go ahead and just clear out the Brotherhood. Don't need that in my life. That's not how that works. Then Skilled Investigator will trigger to draw us into an Always Be Running. We do get to ready here. We're about to draw Friction Resistance, so I'm not like super interested in throwing Superpower Training. I think I kind of want to see if I can get Specialized Training out there. Let's use Lay the Trap to play a Specialized Training. We could clear out Specialized Training if we wanted to. Got an Always Be Running Speed Cyclone. Or do I Speed Cyclone everybody? I think I Speed Cyclone everybody. We'll hang on to a Always Be Running. I think Float can be dealt with later. So let's go Quinn Carrier, Superpower Training, Float like a Butterfly to play Speed Cyclone. We'll stun the 3 enemies on the board. Then we're gonna get Dark Designs, but we are confused here, so we'll be fine. We'll hang on to Always Be Running. Quicksilver will thwart 2 off of Specialized Training to take this down to 3. And then Blindfold is going to knock herself out, mainly because we're about to reshuffle to thwart Specialized Training down to 1. It uses Pool to pay for all of those cards. It's a thwarting deck, so it takes the best thwarts from. Oh, nice, cool. Uses Pool to pay for all of those cards, and Soul World makes sure you can always have the triple. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was playing Collector 2 the other day. Nice, I like Collector 2. Groot and Gamora got destroyed. Any tips? What aspects are you running? Spider Woman with Pool and Protection with a Web Warrior build. All those decks are sick. Yeah. Quantum Magic to bring it to hand. That's cool. Nice to only catch a live from you. What's up, Pavo? False Spirit, that's a tough one. Groot is one of the weakest heroes, and Collector 2 is a very hard villain. Also, Groot's weakness is thwarting, which is what you really need. My favorite hero to play, I think Domino. When building for the con multiplayer, if there aren't building support specific decks, you generally build decks that are pretty self-sufficient. I like to fill a role. And so when I'm thinking about building a deck for like a con or something like that, I'm looking for what can I do to fill a role in at the table. So that could be like support. That could be, Cable bringing all the side schemes and just passing things out. That could be like the Turbo Draw, Maria Hill thing. You could be the thwarter, and you can be there to just think about thwarting. But when you're playing a 4-player game, if you're the main thwarter, you may have to do some damage, but not a ton of damage. And so you're kind of like leaning into like those Crisis Averted and like the more thwart heavy cards in the builds. You can go like Minion Slayer. Which like in the aggression aspect, you can go like protect the table, status, try and like get every. Kind of want to bring Iceman now. Anyways, yeah. So like, I don't necessarily think that the decks that I bring to a con are self-sufficient, but I try and make sure that they can plug into as many different table makeups as possible. If that makes sense. Group protection, Gamora aggression. I would swap her to Justice, yeah. You're right, Leroy. I got them mixed up. Maybe you could define the roles a bit. How many are there and how are they different than the aspects? Ooh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I would say that generally the roles line up with the aspects. So like aggression, really good at minion slaying, right? That does not mean that you have to be in aggression to minion slay, right? Like if you are like another combo could be something with like Valkyrie or Thor can run an incredible minion slaying build in protection when you're just readying all the time. So like you don't have to um be in the aspect to fill that role. But like the main roles that I think of are um minion slaying, thwarting, some sort of protector, whether that is running like a leadership with ally flood chump blocking or protection with someone who can always ready and defend and status lock and try and just block villain activations. Support is a little bit more challenging to play, though over the years we've gotten a lot more like kind of cards to support the support role. But those are like card draw, like think like if you're gonna spam Maria Hill or if you are going to be the healer, which is a very, very challenging thing to fit in. I've tried many times. It just doesn't it's not it's just always better to block activations or to chump block than it is to heal. That being said, I really want I really want like a really effective healing deck. The best one I've seen is a Wasp deck because like with Second Wind, it's a mental resource. Does not have to be in hero action, I don't think, to play Second Wind, and you can just kind of like play Second Wind and just heal a ton. I have found the healer role to be more effective if you're healing allies. And so, like, if you are playing a healer, if you bring like med teams or render medical aid or things like that, that can buff or keep allies around longer, it can allow your aggression player or someone like that to um sorry, I just got distracted by an idea. It can allow your aggression player to keep like, Wolverine with boot camp and attack training on the table for longer if you're healing them up. But I just thought about a Spider Woman aggression ally stat buffing or leadership ally stat buffing plus a ally healing build. I kind of like that. I may swap that out for. I may swap that into my decks because that seems really fun. Bringing like the hmm, the multi aspect and just running ally. Yeah, yeah. Might be interesting to do an X-23 in Spider-Ham where they just destroy their own health and have a third support player there. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. Did you already do a video on the best aspect hero and best 3 to 4 multiplayer combat heroes of aspect? Ooh, I haven't. I do like that. I do like that. What's up, Cinema? I just finished a 3-player Mutant Genesis campaign. My friend played a Quicksilver Justice deck. It's crazy how powerful. Yeah, that's awesome. Healer roles might pair well with heroes who don't want to go to alter ego, like Hawkeye. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm trying to think. Are there any other roles that I'm missing? Um, and there is like is it? They're not the roles when you build a deck. Your role is going to fit in some sort of sliver of a Venn diagram. It's not going to be a complete circle. Like you're going to have things just because like the nature of like a hero kit. You're going to have things that can kill minions in your hero kit, even if you're playing a thwarting build. You got to always be running heroic intuition, friction resistance. Let's go. A always be running counter card. I'm trying to think. Yeah. I kind of like that Spider Woman idea. Spider Woman. I was gonna share some cards with my Black Widow idea. Friction resistance at the bottom, classic, right? Right? But don't worry, I put superpower training in there to get friction resistance just in case it was at the bottom, and that was in my second to last hand. and a strength. That's awesome. I've heard that Collector 1 is disliked by almost everyone. Yes. So I was surprised to see I won on your first playthrough. I didn't find it that bad. Gamora is pretty good against Collector 1. The thing that bothers me about Collector 1 is that you can only remove one card from the collection each round, and he collects his own stuff. So if you defeat like a side scheme or a minion, it goes into the collection. And so like you can't chump block, you can't use upgrades that discard, and then he just like collects some stuff. And it's just like, ugh. All right, let's add 2 threat to the main. Takes this up to 7. We are stunned, we are stunned, we are stunned. And then we are going to deal out an encounter card. The first one is a Dark Designs. We're going to add a counter, then remove the Confuse. And we've got another Dark Designs. Look at that. That was the Wombo combo. So he's scheming for 2 plus 2. That's the Cafeteria gone. So we lose Retaliate. This happens, so we're going to deal ourselves another encounter card. We're going to flip this card. Each character in play gets +1 attack. I do like that. That's fun. Then our new encounter card is Groundswell. Avalanche activates against you. If he's not in play, go find Avalanche. Alrighty, team. We're getting overrun here. Alright, there's Avalanche. Well, I'm scared. Yeah, the Thunderbolt minions do since victory cards don't go into the yeah. Yeah. Collecting his own stuff is dumb. Yeah, right. Collector 1 would be way better if he didn't add to his own collection. You can remove more than one thing. I think if you were able to not collect his own stuff, he would be way better. All right, let's go Mandarin to draw us into a making an entrance. Quicksilver will thwart down specialized training. We'll ready. I think we go combat here, probably. Yeah, we'll go combat specialist. So that puts us at +2 attack. And then whenever we attack, we get to draw a card. So now, whenever we thwart, we pretty much get to draw a card with Skilled Investigator. And then Combat Specialist is whenever we attack, we get to draw a card. So that feels pretty good. Okay. So we got the Skilled Investigator. We got the Specialized Training. Nice. Okay, let's use a... I don't know. I should have played Friction Resistance first. That was dumb. Okay, Strength and making an entrance. We'll play Friction Resistance. Don't know why, because I am just out of practice, apparently. Let's use Quicksilver to attack and take out Pyro. Okay. Combat Specialist triggers to draw us into a Lay the Trap. I'm going to use Friction Resistance to play and always be running, which will ready me and ready Friction Resistance. Okay. Quinn Carrier and a Lay the Trap will play double time. So we'll deal 2 damage to Toad and 2 damage to Avalanche. And then we will take out Avalanche with an attack of 3. Okay. Friction Resistance will play and always be running. So we will ready Quicksilver and ready Friction Resistance. Although it doesn't really matter. We can't play Heroic Intuition. I do think we're going to hang on to Heroic Intuition and potentially play it. I don't actually know. We may not. We may just leave. We may leave Heroic Intuition out of it. We'll see. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 here. Take this down to 4. What up? How's it going? Heck, we'll keep it. Why not? We'll thin the deck. No use in putting it back into the deck. Courtyard. Courtyard plus Combat Specialist. Always be running. Heroic intuition. Several industries. Superpower training. And a dazzler. Nice. So we got our confuse. So that's gonna help us flip down and start doing kind of like our milling and stuff. So that's gonna help. Let's go 3 here. Blob is going to attack us for 3 plus a boost. We're gonna defend for 1. We're at 6 health. That's not great actually. Eh. Plus 2, so it's 5. So we take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to ready. Our encounter card is a Sinister Strike, which probably does lose us the game. That's so sad. Ah, we're having such a good time too. So I guess I will defend. It's going to be 2 plus 3. That's game. Bummer. Dude, we drew those extra activations like crazy this game. Like we went insane because we back to back we drew 2 Dark Designs and a Sinister Strike in back to back turns. That was brutal. Oof. I'm gonna try it again. Just because I was having fun. Yeah, it was. It was going so well. Two cost allies and justice just set up against that for that X-Men boxes. You get so far, then Blob just sits on it. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh, okay. Cool. I like yeah, that was a true solo loss for you, right? I mean like it's hard to get too upset about that. Because it's hard to just give him some blocks before Blob just squashes you. I went through my jump blocks. That is why I like to prioritize the accelerated reflex because that'd be 2 more health. We probably still would have died because that was a 3 boost. That was pretty crazy. He was attacking us for 6, but do it again. Do it again. Alrighty. Save the school is in play. This goes here. We're going to. Oh yeah, and we get to switch out Blob. Although I do think Blob is probably one of the best ones to start with. Reroll a 5 or a 6. We are in the courtyard again. We'll reroll a 5 or a 6. Blob is number 1. Reroll a 5. We got Pyro. Ooh, I hate Pyro. After Pyro attacks, you discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Take 1 indirect damage for each. Pyro is brutal because Pyro you can't just like defend against, and he just eats your health. Please not Toad. Please not Toad. Please not. Yeah, Toad's also pretty bad. I think Avalanche is probably the best. Or is Avalanche after he attacks? It's not even damage. Yeah, Avalanche. I think I don't know. They're all bad. They're all pretty bad. Yeah, the full art villains from the mutant like I don't even remember what they called it, but they had like those randomized packs that they ran for a while. Yeah, Toad is awful. I think here what we're gonna try and do is see if we can prioritize confusing and just stay down until we're ready to hit Pyro and try and see if we can take Pyro out. Ah, we had such a good start. I loved our start last time. Alrighty. 6 cards. We got Blindfold, Accelerated Reflex. That seems really good. Always be running. Float like a butterfly. Lay the trap. And a Prism Dust. I'm going to keep Accelerated Reflex. Probably Blindfold too. I'm going to mulligan everything. Except for Accelerated Reflex. Got Friction Resistance. Let's go. I love the X-Men scenarios. This feels like classic cartoon. Yeah. Justice Served. Strength. Love it. One way or another. Beautiful. And a Genius. Let's go. Okay, that's a pretty decent hand. Um, ooh, do I want to discard 2 cards? Do I want to super? I don't think I want to superpower siblings here because I think one way or another is going to allow us to grab save the students, which we're not going to be able to thwart down because it's going to have 4. Oh, we could no. Um, well, we get to draw 3. Yeah, might as well try, right? Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so we're not going to flip down. We could thwart down save the students because if we use chief surveillance officer, we can clear it with a genius and 2 activations. But then we don't really have the money to put the ally into play. Might as well just go get it though. Yeah. Okay. So we're not doing anything here. Let's flip up to Quicksilver. Let's play one way or another. Go find save the students. Protect the students. Comes in with 4. The player who defeated this side scheme searches their deck and discard pile for an ally and adds it to their hand. Nice. And we get to draw 3 cards. We've got Symbiote, dangerous, Quinn Carrier, and a double time. Double time is kind of interesting. We are going to go strength and justice served to play friction resistance. Just get that onto the table. We could go. We could double time to clear out, protect the students. I don't. I don't. It would be nice to have a ally. It's probably Nick. I'm trying to think of what other allies we have. Um. Yeah. Yeah. We got stomped last game. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sophie. um. I kind of. I want to get Quinn Carrier out there. I don't know if I love the double time play here. What if we go genius or we go accelerated reflex because they have +1 attack, so we're going to need some health. Um, so actually we could go double time friction resistance for accelerated reflex. We could thwart protect the students, ready get that resource back. We can go genius and Quinn Carrier. And then Symbiote Quinn Carrier can hit one of the the tactical officers. Yeah, the Brotherhood didn't like them switching sides. I think I like that play more than clearing out protect the students this round. Which actually we could clear out protect the students this round. I just don't think we want to, because next round if we can hit another protect this, or if we can hit a thwart on protect the students, we're gonna have more resources to play what we need to play. Probably grabbing a Professor X at that point, and maybe even not using him as a chump block, but using him to confuse and flip down to avoid Pyro's damage. Same game, just ran fast enough to roll back time. Yes, exactly. All right, let's do that. Let's go friction resistance and a double time to play an accelerated reflex. That's going to give us +1 defense. Okay. We will thwart 1 off of protect the students, which will ready us and ready friction resistance after. We use friction resistance to play and genius to play a Quinn Carrier. And we will Quinn Carrier and symbiote suit to pay for a surveillance officer to take this down to 1. And then Quicksilver is going to pop the tough here. We do have +1 attack. But that way we can clear this next round and get an ally when we actually have things to pay for it. And if we also get lucky, we can draw into a skilled investigator and trigger that next round. So let's stand up. We've got a double time, always be running, heroic intuition, superpower training, and there we go, skilled investigator. Sick. Love it. We're going to add 1. Pyro is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. I'm going to defend for 2. Plus 1. So we take a damage. And then we're going to discard 2 cards. Take, oh no, there's hyper perception. And one way or another, take 2 more damage. 1, 2. 2 encounter cards. The first one is a Brotherhood Beatdown. Pyro, we take 2 indirect damage. 1, 2. Brutal. And then we've got a Master Plan to place 4 threat back here. Okay, well, we tried. Still better than getting another side scheme, I think. Alrighty. Skilled Investigator goes onto the table. Oh, I am ready, by the way. Friction resistance and a hold on. I'm trying to figure out because now that that takes 5, I don't know if I want to clear it because I won't have enough money to pay for anything afterwards. So, question for chat: anyone know where you can find a Sinister Modus or War Machine in the UK? What's up, Wikipedia? How you doing? We might as well throw Superpower Training out there. Comes in with 3. Let's go ahead and thwart 1 off the Superpower Training. That goes down to 2. We get to ready using our super speed ability and ready friction resistance. Got Quinn Carrier and friction resistance. We'll play a double time. We'll remove 2 threats from here and 2 threats from here. Take that down to 3. Then we get to go find a upgrade. Reinforce Sinew. No, I don't think so. I think we're actually just gonna grab the hyper perception because that's the upgrade that's in our discard pile. Give us +1 thwart. Oh, that was my discard pile that I was shuffling. Got a question I ran into over the weekend about Wasp. How would you consider Upside the Head to work Giant Farm Wasp? I feel like it would confuse or stun every enemy damage. I think it's 1. I think you would pick 1, would be my guess. Because I think after you attack and damage an enemy with a basic attack, stun that enemy is how it's written. What is it called? It's Upside the Head. After your hero makes a basic attack and damages an enemy, confuse that enemy. Yeah, so you would get to choose one enemy that you did make a basic attack against. Okay. Skilled Investigator then gets to trigger and draw into a mansion. Go to 3. We're probably scheming out. I think I'm okay scheming out of the courtyard. I think like I can't take more damage. um I think I want to heal. So let's go mansion and always be running to play a heroic intuition. That's going to give us +1 thwart. We will flip down and heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. Playing aggression leadership with Spider-Woman. And my guy Captain Marvel's sidekick and all the upgrades is yeah. That's awesome. Let's stand up. We got 6 cards now. 6 hops this time. Dazzler, Nick, Maximum Velocity, Sonic Rifle, Energy, and a Several Industries. Beautiful. We're going to go up to 3. Pyro's going to scheme for 2. Plus 3, that's going to pop. Next card is every character gains steady. That hurts. That's not good. Then our encounter card is Immortal. Go find Blob. Team, I think I'm struggling with with all these minions. After Blob attacks and damages a character, stun that character. We're gonna maximum velocity here. I read it as the requirement is based off your basic attack damages an enemy. I think I read it as it's a response to damaging an enemy with a basic attack. It's not a response to making a basic attack. Does that make sense? So like, yes, you basic attack and you attack 5 enemies, and then you can play a response for damaging one of those enemies. That's how I read it. Alrighty, so we got guard. Or we got what's his face? Blob. We got superpower siblings. I actually don't know if I'm gonna play superpower siblings. Am I gonna play several industries? I think so. Got always be running and always be running. Let's do that. Let's go Quinn Carrier to play a several industries. We're going to exhaust and shuffle 2 always be runnings into the deck. Knowing that we're playing Nick this round, ideally we'll be able to draw another one. So waiting at your Agents of Shield box. Yeah, hopefully it shows up soon. Okay. Yeah, every character getting steady is not great. Okay, let's flip up to Quicksilver. Friction resistance, energy, and a Dazzler. We'll play Nick Fury. It's going to draw us Professor X, making an entrance, and then always be running. Nice. We'll go ahead and thwart down, protect the students. Clear that. We will go find a blindfold. Put her into the hand. We get to ready. Ready. Skilled Investigator will draw us into a Banshee. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of stock for us soon. I've seen like second week of May is when we're going to start hitting the first like reduction of shipments. So, woo! Alrighty. Nice. Let's use a blindfold and a X to play maximum velocity. So we're going to get +2 to all of our stats until the end of the round. We will go ahead and attack for 3 here on Blob. We will friction resistance to play and always be running, which will ready and ready. And we will attack and take out Blob. Just like that. We got friction resistance making an entrance and Banshee to play a Sonic Rifle. Sonic Rifle will use one of its charges to confuse, or half confuse Pyro. I don't see ourselves going down to Alter Ego again. I think it's too risky at this point. And then Nick will go ahead and thwart here. We're going to do that. Okay. Let's stand up. We've got a always be running, Scarlet Witch, one way or another, always be running, and I'm making an entrance. That's pretty fun. Making an entrance is going to be really good with the attack. 2, 4, 5. You got one threat here. Pyro is going to attack us. I'm going to defend for 4. He's attacking for 1 plus 2. We take no damage. I get to ready. We discard a specialized training and a always be running. And we're going to throw that 2 damage onto Nick. No, you know what? We're going to throw 1 and 1. We're going to throw... Nah, that's fine. Our encounter card. Under fire! Surge. Reveal the top card of the encounter card. Hopping Mad. Toad activates against you. If he's not here, we go find Toad. Making an entrance tech. Yeah. Toad. After Toad attacks and damages a character, discard 1 random card from your hand. Ghost Spider. Yeah, Ghost Spider. It's a fun card for Ghost Spider. And Brotherhood Beatdown. Okay, Pyro, take 2 indirect damage. Toad, discard 1 random card from your hand. We'll reroll a 6. I feel like I always roll. It's going to be one way or another. No, it's making an entrance. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's go one way or another. We'll grab a Protect the Students again. I work at an FLGS with a big online business, and we're already having issues with just getting UPS carts bins, let alone the product themselves once things really kick in. Yeah. You start to see it already. Like CMON halted all production. A couple of my friends in the industry just got laid off last week. We've got Greater Than Games going out of business. We've got what was the other one? There's another company that just announced that they were going out of business. Yeah, a lot of people losing their jobs. Very sad. Taunt versus Norman Osborn in Risky Business. That's really funny. That's really good. Protect the Students comes in with 4. I get to draw 3 cards. We got 1 Maximum Velocity, Speed Cyclone, and a Reinforced Sinew. It's going to give us a counter card. We're shuffling. Why do I have plus? Oh yeah, Heroic Intuition. Sick. Okay. I am going to Friction Resistance and Quinn Carrier to play Maximum Velocity. So +2/+2. No, you're good. You're good, Friendly. I think it's important to not, like, I don't know. So yeah, this has been something that I've been like kind of like grappling with, right? Because I think it's like really important to talk about like all of the issues that are going on in the industry and getting, decimated. But I feel like that is everywhere. And so am I supposed to be the person that like provides a outlet, or am I supposed to be the person that continues to bring it up? I don't know. Oh, got a question for everyone. I'm about to play Silk versus Rhino. Ooh, inspiration for a mod set, not the Inheritors. Try Sinister 6. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Running Interference. I haven't played I haven't played Running Interference in a long time. I like those. Yeah. Okay. Did I do? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and thwart down Protect the Students, which will allow us to go get a ally. I actually don't know. Who do we want? Nick, probably? Who do we want? Actually, let's grab X. Because X, well, we don't have any threat, though. Let's grab Nick. We have a sonic rifle. We can clear Pyro if we want to. Oh, yeah. Sinister 6. Yeah, good. Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Enjoy. So Nick comes to our hand. We get to Ready from Super Speed, Readying Friction Resistance, Skilled Investigator gets to draw us another Maximum Velocity. We cannot play that this round, though. Okay. We have always be running, so this is exciting here. Um, let's go ahead and just take out Toad. Friction resistance will play a always be running, and we'll ready. Now we think. Maximum velocity, Scarlet Witch, Speed Cyclone, and a friction resistance will play Nick Fury. And we'll draw a double time, making an entrance in a one way or another. Did I play one way or another this round? I think I did. I decked out. I decked out with a one way or another. So I think we'll just pretend like we don't have that in our hand and see what we can do. Okay. Sweet. Let's have Quicksilver go ahead and punch Pyro for 1, 2, 3. I'm doing this a little off of what I'm supposed to, but that's just because I am bad at timing sometimes. 1, 2. We will use a double time to play and always be running to stand up and ready friction resistance. Friction resistance will, with them making an entrance, we'll play a reinforced Sinew, which will give us +1 attack. And we will attack Pyro for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have. Why do we only have 5 health? That's less good. Let's. Let's stand up. I think next round we'll use our Sonic. Well, let's just go ahead and use the Sonic Rifle. I should have done it before I shuffled. That's on me. But let's go ahead and use Sonic Rifle to full confuse. That's going to protect us against a. No, but what if we draw a Nick? Or let's keep the Sonic Rifle out. If we lose from a scheme, we lose from a scheme. Okay. So, sweet. We have Nick that we can throw some indirect damage on, and we should be fine. Let's go one way or another. Energy. Double time. Strength. Blindfold. With Rhino, who's not fun. Silk's out in not the US. So no feed. If you're in the US, it's May 2nd, but I think it's available elsewhere. Do you like the Thanos scenario? I do. I do. Seeing Doctor Strange go through the gauntlet of the toughest villains would be fun. Nice. Yeah, I did that when Deadpool came out. When I tried to figure out if Deadpool is stronger than Strange, and I took both of them up against Magneto, Thanos's. I took them up against like a ton of the really tough villains. Strange is better. Strange is very, very good. The yeah, his ability to draw cards is stupid. Winslow Tomb, and then using whatever the card is that lets you pay and use the top card of the deck, so you can Winslow Tomb twice in a turn. Stupid. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw 1 here. Pyro is going to attack us for 1 plus a boost card. We're going to go ahead and defend here. It's going to be, if Pyro is the activating enemy, give him an additional. So it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We defended for 4, so we take 1 damage. I'm going to throw the indirect on Nick. And we get to ready. Our 2 encounter cards are immovable. We're going to go get Blob again. Okay. Blob is back in town. And Hopping Mad. We'll go get Toad again. Team! I feel like I just took care of these. Regarding that subject, it's like what you should do. In my opinion, you should do what makes you happy and support what games and hobbies you can. Don't burn yourself out. And to be real for a moment, I think the reason why a lot of folks watch your stuff is because you're a good dude, and it shows. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, two-handed Peter Parker and Miles. I think I've done the two. Oh, I may not have actually. I may not have done the spiders together. That'd be kind of crazy, right? Try super OP versus super OP, like Strange in Hand versus Maria, three-handed expert versus expert 2 Ronin. Oh jeez. I think expert 2 Ronin would still decimate that scenario. I'd be curious to see. That'd be fun. That'd be really interesting. Alrighty then. Let's play one way or another. Okay, we do have one. Under Siege comes in with 9 threat. I hate that. Yikes. I played myself. Oh. Alright. Well, we're probably not going to take care of that this round. We do get to draw 3 cards. Our other triple, float, and a making an entrance. Okay. I was kind of hoping for a side scheme. Okay. We actually could clear out Under Siege. It's not that hard. Let's go with a Genius to play a double time. We'll clear 4 here. Actually works out pretty well. We're going to basic thwart friction resistance interrupt making an entrance to take 5. And then I get to heal 2 damage from my hero. 1, 2. I made a basic, so I get to ready and ready friction resistance. Okay, that feels pretty good. Adding the inheritors to each sinister mode of villain deck makes. Oh, I bet. What do you think about this? I think tower defense is a perfect scenario to introduce new players. Teach you how to deal with everything with an easy loss condition. Tower defense is cool. My immediate hesitation, which I don't know is if it's grounded, it's just kind of the gut reaction, is that it's such a different type of scenario with the 2 villains, but I don't know if that's a bad thing. I like Claw. I like if it's a brand new person that I'm teaching the mechanics to, I really like Absorbing Man. Double down on Nelson being one of the great. Oh, thank you so very much. Unis is good. Was when the huge robot appeared in the Red Souls. Oh, the sleeper. Sick. That's fun. That's awesome. Skilled Investigator will trigger to draw into a Professor X. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. We get to save our Sonic Rifle round. Okay. Friction Resistance and Energy will play Professor X, which will confuse Pyro. The sleeper has awakened! Everyone panic! Okay. Quicksilver only has 2 attack. It's less good. Strength, Tactical Officer, and a basic activation will take Toad out. And then we've got a Quinn Carrier, Blindfold to play Float. X will go ahead and thwart 3 here. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego, Several Industries. We'll throw in a Always Be Running and a Maximum Velocity. We'll throw in the other Always Be Running, but hopefully we'll draw the maximum velocity and then we can shuffle in the other maximum velocity and feel a little bit better. It's a multi-villain scenario, but they never. Yeah, that's true. That's yeah. I like it. It's fun. It's interesting. Alrighty, let's stand up. Got 6 cards now. We got Dazzler. Got Always Be Running. Justice Served. Lay the Trap. Banshee. And a one-way. No, we don't have any side schemes in there. I know because there's only one when we looked last time. So add 1. We are confused. Blob is going to add a second. Then our encounter card is Aim Interference Insight 1. Then we're going to place 1 On each board member card, I can spend X number of mental resources to prevent X of those counters from being placed. So let's spend a one way or another to prevent at least one, and then we'll add 2 counters. But that way it doesn't flip. That just sounds, yeah. I don't want it to flip. Okay. We have superpower siblings. Let's go ahead and activate that. I think we're gonna go a. I like Justice Served actually. Let's go Banshee and lay the trap to draw a symbiote suit and a mansion. Don't tempt me with a good time. Several industries. We're gonna throw in Speed Cyclone and always be running. Just had an idea for a custom justice card that lets you shuffle side schemes from the discard. Ooh, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. What, like, I feel like you would have to get some sort of benefit? Question mark? Okay. Let's flip up to hero form. We have a Justice Surge, so that's how I'm going to be using my, or that's how I'm going to be healing it. Oh, exit's gone. I think healing myself. Friction resistance, Quinn Carrier, Dazzler, and a Mansion. It's going to play Symbiote Suit. That also is a way that I'm going to heal myself. So I go up to 16. Okay. +1 hand size, +1 to all my powers. Wee! Love it. What would that drawback or that benefit be for shuffling it back in? Maybe I think it could be interesting if it like removed threat. Like it's almost like a like if you shuffle a side scheme back in, thematically it makes sense that the villain is then able to like, ooh, maybe we can carry out that side scheme, and so it removes threat from the main or something like that. I think that'd be cool. What's my favorite box? Ooh. Hmm. I think it has to be next evolution. Okay. Let us basic attack blob for 3. We're ready and take blob out. We will always be running to stand up. And that ready is friction resistance. Then we will thwart, interrupt here, the justice served. Clear that and heal 2. Alrighty. Feeling better about our indirect damage now. Let's stand up. Next round is going to be kind of crazy because we have a maximum velocity. I think we may have an always be running coming. So like speed cyclone, one way or another, prism dust, specialized training, maximum velocity, and an always. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we can hit a specialized training, which will be a lot of fun. We're probably gonna clear pyro, maybe. Do we want to clear pyro? I think so. I think so. We have to win the game at some point, right? All right, let's go one threat here. Pyro is going to attack us. We will defend for 3. He's attacking for 1, 2, 3. We take no damage. We get to ready, but we have to discard and always be running. Oh, we had 2 always be runnings. Take 2 damage. That decks us out. Yeah, we want to get rid of Pyro because now we're going to be doing 3 encounter cards like every other turn. And this is dangerous. Alrighty, we got Avalanche. We've got Aim Interference. For physical, we have to do this. We're going to pay all 3, unfortunately. Which does get rid of a maximum velocity, which is sad, but. And we've got a Dark Designs. Got 1. Pyro's going to scheme for 2, 3. So that takes us to 5 out of 7. Alrighty. Man, they keep it interesting, don't they? Friction resistance will play a specialized training for 5. You may be in a little bit of trouble, my friends. We will basic thwart the main. If we take out specialized training, I think we go with the thwart one. We'll get 2 more cards. We're kind of okay when it comes to health. Yeah. So let's go ahead and take this down to 1. This is like super inefficient, but this is what we're doing. We're going to stand up here. We're going to thwart down specialized training. We're going to take surveillance specialist, which will give us 5 thwart. Which may be overkill. Skilled investigator. It's very short-sighted, isn't it? I think it's fine. I think we're going to thwart at least once every single round. We get to draw into a Professor X. That's good. X is really good here. Friction resistance will ready Quicksilver, which will ready... Oh, wait, no. We'll play Always Be Running, which will ready Quicksilver, which will ready Friction resistance. Quicksilver will then thwart for 5 here. Surveillance Specialist will draw us into a double time. We've got friction resistance. Speed Cyclone. In one way or another, we'll play Professor X. That'll confuse Pyro. And then we'll Sonic Rifle to full confuse Pyro. We're going to count our Dark Designs. Zero. No, 1. So we have a Dark Designs and we have all of the additional Pyro activations. Nope, there's 1 of them. So there's 2 additional activations in a fairly thin deck, so we're going to just stay up. There's no... we're just going to use this as a... I guess I didn't need to thwart the main. I did. I wanted the card. And we got a double time. I'm going to toss the double time. Let's stand up. Okay. We've got a maximum velocity, beautiful, justice served, energy, always be running, Nick Fury, and a lay the trap. Alrighty. I think we are at a spot where we can push Pyro. Well, do we want to push Pyro now? We've full confused him. We'll see. So we got 1 thread here. Pyro is going to attack us. We will block for 3. He's attacking for 1. We take no damage. We will stand up. We deal 1, 2, 3 indirect damage. We'll throw that all on the Professor. I should have blocked with Professor. I'm going to rewind. I'm blocking with Professor. So that's 2 damage. We'll throw 1, and then 2 here, because I wanted to basic defend against Avalanche. Because Avalanche is going to attack. We'll basic defend. We don't take any damage. Forced response happens before the response, so then we get to ready. So we don't have a character to exhaust. That's how I wanted to do that. So X chumps Pyro. I defend here. The forced response triggers before my response, so we're good. Card is... Oh, we lose the game. No? Oh, shoot. Heck yeah, man. Energy and Lay the Trap will prevent all of the threat, or all of that being placed. And there's all of our aim interference cards. So that's good. And here we are. Yeah. Yo! Okay. Friction resistance. And a Justice Served will play a maximum velocity. I'm going to take out Avalanche. Just going to ready. Going to basic thwart here to clear that, which will Surveillance Specialist draw us into a making an entrance. I will Friction Resistance Quinn Carrier, always be running making an entrance to play Nick Fury and draw into a one way or another, always be running, and a Genius. Beautiful. Nick will attack Pyro for 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll go ahead and use a one way or another to play and always be running to ready and ready. Do we want to attack Pyro? I think we have to. We're just burning through the deck way too fast. So let's go ahead and knock Pyro out. We're losing the Confuse, but that is what it is. So Pyro's gone. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's Toad. Attacks and damages the character you control. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit easier to avoid. And he comes in with 16. But ideally, we can just defend now. We do have a Genius. We're going to hang on to the Genius. And we have friction resistance. Alrighty, let's stand up. How many Hopping Mads have we seen? I think 2, because he came out twice, right? There's 1. There's 2. So it's just a Dark Design that's going to have a scheme. Mansion. Genius. Always be running. Double Time. Dazzler. And a one way or another. Got 1 here. Toad is going to attack. We might as well defend, right? It's going to be 2 to 5. After his activation, we're going to put 1 here. We don't take any damage, so we do get to ready. We have 2 encounter cards. First one is Brotherhood Beatdown. Toad, discard 1 random card from your hand. Come on, no whammies. 3, 1, 2, 3. Double time. All right, that's not too bad. And we've got a Evil Alliance. Hello, Avalanche. Avalanche is back. Inside 2. Yikes. Each player must choose to either take 2 indirect damage or exhaust their identity. And we've got Extortion of Seismic Proportion, which is inside 1. That comes with 2. And all of these shuffle in insight. Discard 2 identity. Okay. Take 2 indirect. Oh, we're taking the damage. We have 14 health. I hate the random discards. Yeah, right. I always discard my first card from left to right. Yeah, nice. Alrighty. Nice. Oh yeah. Nick's still around. Thank you. Good call, Leroy. Bye, Nick. Thanks for doing what you do. That's really funny. Nice. Let's go all friction resistance one way or another and a genius to play a mansion. We will go ahead and thwart down extortion of seismic proportion, which will ready. Uh, use that to draw a card, which is a making an entrance. Skilled investigator will draw a card, which is a banshee. Mansion will draw us a card. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything that I wanted to, which is a Scarlet Witch. Shuffle. Feels like a GG turn. You think so? 16 damage. Can do. I don't think I can do 16. I can spend. I can do the fist twice, so that'd be 4. Um, I can do 10 damage. Be my max, I think. Okay. Let's go Dazzler, Banshee, and a friction resistance to play Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is going to attack. We'll discard and get 0. So that's 1. Then Quicksilver will finish off Avalanche. Quinn Carrier will play and always be running. Ready here and ready here. And then we will thwart friction resistance here to take this off and heal for 1/2. Stand up. Hoping that this time we can probably get there. We got a strength, blindfold, X, justice served, maybe not. Double time, and an energy. Okay, never mind. Watching this, I'll probably have to cop Quicksilver. Well, tell me I don't need all the heroes. You don't, but all the heroes are fun. Quicksilver is one of my favorite heroes. Got 1. Toad is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. We will defend for 3 plus 2. We take a damage. We get to ready, and we have to discard a random card from our hand. Doesn't really matter. We kind of got not a great hand. X. We got 3 encounter cards. Almost superior. This card can surge. Exhaustion, surge, exhaust your identity. Into an earthquake. Insight 1. Discard 2 cards from your hand and exhaust your identity. I am already exhausted. We'll go justice served and energy, I guess. Groundswell. Avalanche activates against you. If he's not in place, searching counter deck and discard pile for Avalanche and put him into play. Okay. And a Dark Designs. Uh-oh. Is this it? Probably. Toad is going to scheme for 4, which loses us the game yet again. Bummer. Oof. Heavy on, but tough. Jeez, yeah, we just got kind of decimated 2 games in a row. Brutal. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. Okay. We're at 6. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're right. Okay, so we're at 6. Toad is at 16 health still. Jeez. Not good. I don't have a way to ready. Mansion will draw us into a one way or another, which is not a way to wear ready. I think that's probably game, right? I guess let's see. We're gonna go ahead and thwart for 2 here. Oh, we have ways to deal some damage and stuff. Um, friction resistance, strength. One way or another, and blindfold will play double time. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you. What team up card? I think unlikely duo. Is that the really good one? I think that's pretty good. Also, super spies is stupid good for Maria. Double time. We're gonna deal 4 damage to Avalanche. Oh, I forgot Def Focus. Def Focus should be in this deck. Uh, let's go Strength to take out Avalanche. Twin Carrier and Friction Resistance will deal 2 damage here. Okay, let's stand up. We were able to take out Avalanche. Uh, maximum velocity, one way or another. Genius, one way or another, and always be running. At least we got an and always be running here. Got that. Toad is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. We'll defend for 3. Plus 1. We don't take any damage. We'll stand up. Got 1 encounter card and acceleration, and we're shuffling. I think so. I think if we can survive this, we'll be okay. Yeah, that 100% is because we're attacking for 5, and we have 3 readies. We have 3 activations. So if we can survive this, we do win. We've got Pyro, and we've got Dark Designs, which is game. There you go. GG. Tough. Dude, we got decimated by 2 dark designs in both of those games. That was brutal. Yikes. Oh, we tried. We really did try. Is Quicksilver really bad? Is that what we should is that the takeaway from this game? Quicksilver is just really really bad. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, cool. Well, we tried. Everyone getting steady kind of did throw a wrench into the plan for the deck because we really did want to be confusing and then one way or another, or not one way or another, but floating our way to victory there. X23 is fast, yeah. I forget who it was, but someone described Quicksilver as the slowest, fastest person ever. Aaron, I don't understand the reference to Mongoose. Uh, nice. Ooh, did y'all watch Andor? Andor was a ton of fun. No spoilers. For those who haven't watched it, but I thought Andor was really cool. I'm so excited to see like the rest of this season where they're doing like 3 episodes every single week. and each episode covers a year leading up to Rogue One. Play Quicksilver and Ultron versus X-Men movies. Ooh. Yes, 100%. Yes, 100%. I get it now. In the X-Men boxes, Quicksilver needs 2 to 3 cost allies and Justice to survive the flood and board till he gets stable. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Although I don't know if that would have changed anything. If we had thwarted down the main, would have been at 1. He would have schemed 4. Yeah. So even we would have lost even if we had thwarted down the main because he would have schemed for 6. Andor is so good. Yes. Fills in the gap about how the Empire rose up. It's phenomenal. Quake would have killed a lot of minions. Maybe. I don't think any minions really schemed. I like the idea though. I'm looking forward to Thunderbolts this week. Ooh. I wonder if there's a ton of people from Con of Heroes going. I bet. There has to be, right? Yeah, Andor's been a ton of fun. Andor is super good, but I am tired of gaps getting filled in. I like the gaps getting filled in. I think it's fun. I enjoy it. But yeah, I would consider that a hot take. Yeah. um, these are my favorite. This is my favorite. No, it's not. I think Clone Wars is my favorite era of Star Wars. Mon Mothma is such a fascinating character. Oh, I didn't see the F4 trailer. Can I play against Thanos? Yeah, what is time? We're just gonna run the same deck just because I don't think I have time to play against Thanos and build a new deck. So as long as y'all are okay just watching this, but we'll play against Thanos. I'm gonna run and go grab Thanos, and I'll be right back. But let's play against Thanos. Cool. Alrighty. We are back. We have to modify the deck just a little bit because Thanos is stalwart, so we're gonna take out like all the floating status and stuff like that. But Andor feels like the showrunners are cursing Rogue One for killing off Cassian. If Maul can survive being cut in half, I'm sure they can find a way for Cassian. That's great. Yeah, I yeah, I'm such a fan of Andor. I think Rogue One may be my favorite Star Wars movie. It's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, Rogue One is just so cool. Rogue One is so freaking good. Um, I think Clone Wars is my favorite era, but I think that Andor is making me question that claim. Would you rather see the next the next subpart trilogy? I personally love Star Wars in the main Vader era with both Andor, Obi-Wan, and Mandalorian. Yeah. Um ooh, I want a High Republic. I want to go way back. Like when like I've read some of the High Republic books where like there's thousands of Jedi, right? And that just seems kind of fun to kind of dive into and try. That ending of Rogue One was so good. Love Andor and all the lore. Don't get the hate. Oof. Oh yeah, Vader going through like the ship. Oh, so crazy. Kenobi and Andor, best show after. They're so good. I'm gonna run like a very similar deck, just because I don't know if I have time to play against Thanos and build a new deck. Let's grab Death Focus before we forget. We spent almost 50 years mainly talking about 1 to 9. I'm yeah. Which I mean, like we got Ahsoka, which Ahsoka takes place after 6, right? Not after 9. Yeah, because they're yeah. Yeah, I want High Republic. I think that without any spoilers, I think that they've used Ahsoka to set up an alternate universe where they can tell different stories. Patrock. Oh, yeah. I was like, he's also a hero. But yes, I'm down. Yeah, I was gonna sub out like all of my confused for allies to chump block, basically. Making an entrance, lay the trap, like those. One way or another still works. Banshee, there's not any minions in the deck. Dazzler, we can cut. Blindfold, we're gonna keep. Sonic Rifle, we're gonna cut. Prism Dust, we'll probably cut. Float, we will cut. Okay. Add Blade just to block. Blade's decent with like friction resistance being able to just put them onto the table. Friction resistance can't pay for Blade's ability, but I think Ironheart. Now Thanos can get overkill, which is a little scary, and he has a couple of cards in his deck that will um, give him overkill on the boost. So I think target acquired could be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're not close. 10, 11. There we go. I was like, where all my cards go? Yeah. I got there. I think my mind got there, but my words didn't. um, alrighty. So we got Def Focus. We got 2, 4, 5, and I think mostly allies is what we need to throw in here. Let's grab Ironheart. I kind of like Machine Man. Machine Man giving a. I thought there was, but oh, for some reason I thought there was. Maybe was it in the mod set? Whiffin. Oh yeah, stuff to deal with status cards if you have any ideas. Probably grab another Justice Served. I never played Justice Served. Did I even put it in here? I did. Potentially an Overwatch? Avatar of Death is the only one that gives them? Okay. One way or another, clear the area. I like clear the area. Okay, so what if we go wild and we go like multitasking, right? Yeah, but Thanos is stalwart, unfortunately. But that would have been good to add into the previous deck. We go like multi-talented or hit and run, because those can clear either status or both status. I think that works too. But if you're getting stunning confused, it's Quicksilver. You need events to bail you out, right? And that would bail me out of a stun or a confuse, or a stun and a confuse. I think it's an interesting idea. Is there any way to ready that I'm not thinking of? I don't think there really is. Um, clear the area is so. Let's go clear the area. It's so cheap. Clear the area will clear the confuse, and then the stuns uh will deal with. And then if I was a X-Men, I probably would just keep Professor X, but I am not an X-Men. Lockjaw is kind of interesting here. Let's grab a Lockjaw. So that's a perfect sub. So tenacity can be good when you run out. Tenacity is so expensive. It's 3 effective costs for a ready. 2, 4, 5, or 2, 4, 6. That puts 3 allies. We take out 3 allies, so we're actually ally even. But we do have Lockjaw, which allows us to play from the discard pile, and so we will have more access um to the allies. Player side schemes feel hard to pull off against Thanos. Maybe. I think it won't be too bad because ideally we're gonna get up to like what, a 5 thwart, and so that will clear any player side scheme. And then we get to ready and we can thwart elsewhere as well. I think damage is going to be the big thing that we're going to run into as an issue. Do we want to go one more ally just to have one more ally? Go Cosmo. What about what about a yellow ally? I don't think I want to go too expensive. Go arrows. I kind of like arrows. Comes in, um, can confuse like Batroc. Let's grab an arrows. Let's run 41. Grab arrows. That puts another ally in the deck. Gets us a little bit more consistent there. What about an upgrade actually a mutant that gives a character the mutant trait? Has to be played by a genius. That'd be fun. I am curious to see if they give like if they redo Pietro, if they give him the mutant trait or not. We said flying leaper or whatever his name is. The leaper. The leaper, and we need one more. Thanos is crazy. We got the leaper. Let's grab hmm, what's something with a good amount of side schemes. That's not galactic artifacts. Been messing with balancing strange. Custom rule. Oh yeah, what is that? Arcade. I like that. Just have to remember where I put it. Because arcade's a new one. I don't know where I put it. Okay, what if it's not arcade? Say yeah, I don't know where arcade is right now. Um, oh, Rock's Brigade. No, that's a lot of minions. Most of the invocation decks for genius are for a mental. That's interesting. I've seen one that I thought was pretty interesting, where when his invocation deck runs out, you deal yourself an encounter card. Yeah, I found arcade. Sweet. That was easy. Alrighty, cool. We got the Infinity Stones. So we got the Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos is stalwart. He is also tough. Starts out with 22 health. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Thanos' helmet and reveal it. Thanos gains Retaliate 1. After the Infinity Stone deck runs out, give Thanos a face down boost card. He starts with 23 health. He's a 2/3. He's technically a 3/4 because of the Infinity Gauntlet. Yikes. Then we've got the Infinity Stones. Threats out of 12. When revealed, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. Search the encounter deck for the Sanctuary side scheme and reveal it. So the top card of the Infinity Stone deck is Soul Stone. Heal 3 damage and give him a face down boost card. Honestly, not a bad one to start. Take that, Thanos. Ooh, actually, the defensive specialist may be in play here for surveillance or for the specialized training. Survey or defensive specialist may be the thing. Hey, Alex. First time seeing you live. Love the deck builds. Thank you. I appreciate it. First time I played GMW, I was impressed that Loki was more difficult than Thanos. Still, Thanos could be really hard. Yeah, Thanos is really hard. Loki is just frustrating, I think. Thanos' helmet has a hero response that after a hero makes a basic attack against Thanos, we can spend a science and a punch resource to discard this card. And they're off. Start an alter ego. I'm going to throw an under surveillance in here. I thought I did. I straight thought I put an under surveillance in here, but I don't think I did. We talked about it at least. Okay. But that means that we have a little bit more flexibility on letting that go to 16, which just feels so much better. Alrighty, Thanos. Let's do it. 2, 4, 6. We've got a Machine Man, a Genius, a Speed Cyclone, Avengers Mansion's Eros, and a Hyper Perception. Okay. Okay, we're getting rid of Speed Cyclone. Turn 1 Speed Cyclone. I would, if there is any time I want to draw Speed Cyclone in this deck, it is right now so I can mulligan it away. So, worked out pretty well. Speed Cyclone. I think we're going to toss Arrows. We're going to toss Machine Man. Worst case scenario, I think we're going to stay down. Best case scenario, we draw a different ally. Reinforced Sinew, Lay the Trap, and a Accelerated Reflex. We're going to superpower siblings these two into a Strength. Beautiful. And a Scarlet Witch. Let's go ahead and use Strength and Genius to play Mansion. Mansion will draw us into a Making an Entrance. I think we're going to stay down. Hyper Perception and Making an Entrance will play an Accelerated Reflex. It's going to give us +1 defense. I'm going to hang on to Wanda. So next turn we can trigger Superpower Siblings. Okay. Maybe a mistake. Here we are. Got Scarlet Witch, Heroic Intuition, thank goodness. Symbiote Suit, no thank you. Skilled Investigator. Always be running 2, 4, 5, and a clear the area. Got 1. Thanos is scheming for 3, 4, 5. Then he heals 3 and gets a face down boost card. And our encounter card is Elaborate Trap. When defeated, ability on each trap side scheme. If no abilities were resolved this way, discard until we get a trap. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, Hall of Mirrors. When defeated, the player defeats the side scheme is confused. If they're already confused, place 2 threat on the main scheme. That comes in with 3. Alright, well that's gotta go. Because that has a crisis icon on it. Alrighty. Mansion will draw us into a one way or another. Alrighty. Let's go Symbiote Suit. Clear the area. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to play Wanda. I think I have to play Wanda. I don't think I'm going to play one way or another. One way or another to play Scarlet Witch. I'm going to toss a... Always be running and Skilled Investigator to draw a energy, friction resistance, and a depth focus. Sweet. We'll go energy and... Let's stand up. I want to play all the cards. I'm a little concerned about my thwarting ability, seeing that I have Heroic Intuition here and I've already passed on my Hyper Perception. So my thwarting ability is going to be severely limited. Um, I think we need to play Friction Resistance and Depth Focus though. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go Energy and Heroic Intuition. We'll play a Friction Resistance. Friction Resistance will play Depth Focus. Quicksilver will thwart 1 here, which will ready. Scarlet Witch will thwart Hall of Mirrors, getting +0. Oh, that's tough. I really wanted her to get at least a +1. Alrighty, I guess Quicksilver will thwart 1 here. Brutal. Oh, ow. Okay. Wow. That's tough. Let's stand up. We got 5 cards. Always be running. Maximum Velocity. Let's go. A Quinn Carrier and a Blindfold. I'm going to add 1 threat here. Thanos is going to attack. We'll block with Scarlet Witch. It's going to be 4, 5, 6. Put a boost. Alright. Counter there. Scarlet Witch is donezo. And the top card of the deck is the Power Stone. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 3 damage. And our encounter card is a Under Fire Surge. Reveal the top card of ink. She's Whiffin's. That is fair. Got Master of the Stones. When Thanos activates, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. Yikes. And Batroc. Now we're getting Batroc. Shoot. That's probably game there, right? I don't know if a Thunderbolt plus Thanos is the play. When he engages you, discard 1 card from your hand. Oof. Let's get rid of Quinn Carrier, I guess. Alrighty. Tough. Mansion will draw us into a under surveillance. Alrighty. Friction resistance and a depth focus will play a maximum velocity. Okay. Let's attack for 3 on Batroc. Control ready here, ready here. Go under surveillance, always be running. Friction resistance will play a. No, wait, hold on. How do we want to do this? We want to attack for 3 on Batroc. Friction resistance will play and always be running, which will ready, ready. Then we've got friction resistance, these for a blindfold. Coming into play. I am ready, aren't I? I'm gonna go 3 more. No, this is what we're gonna do. Blindfold interest play. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After this attack resolve, engage a minion that is not engaged with you. I'm okay with that boost icon, or that boost effect. We got Arcade's Funhouse. Okay. Oh, Arcade's Funhouse is going to be a boost. Each player engages him. Yeah, okay. And then that surges into a Sinister Strike. Crud. Okay. This is not great. I think I'd rather not have Thanos attack me. So it's gonna be boost, boost, surge into a surge into something. All right, let's hope. Let's hope for the best. We will clear Hall of Mirrors. We'll confuse, and then we'll thwart to remove the confuse. Alrighty. We are about to be stunned. We'll see what happens. All right, let's stand up. We've got a double time, one way or another. Double time, Nick Fury, and a Justice Served. We're going to go up to 8 out of 12. Thanos is going to attack us. He's attacking us for 5. We can defend for 4, so we'll block with Blindfold here. Blindfold leaves play. Troc will defend. He attacks for 4. We take no damage. We'll stand up. And we'll deal out an encounter card. When revealed, find Batroc and reveal him if he's already in play. Oh, he activates against us. Oh, so we don't get that card. Why did I think this surged? Anyways, that's cool. Okay, so he's activating against us. So we'll take 2, 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alrighty then. Mansion will draw us into a Ironheart. That's nice. Friction resistance and I think a one way or another. We'll play Ironheart. We'll draw a card into Superpower Training. Okay, nice. Thwart one off of the main. Control ready, ready. Okay. Got friction resistance, double time, Justice served. And a superpower training to play Nick. We'll draw 3. Always be running. Clear the area. And a Lockjaw. Okay. Okay, so he has 10 health left. We do have a double time. Do 4. 6. Can't take him out. But we can get close-ish. Also concerned about the main. So I think I'm going to try and soak that a little bit more. Do we have any more maximum velocities? Okay, we have 1 maximum velocity coming in our next hand. So that's when we're going to be taking out the truck. We may even save the always be running for that. We have 2 chumps, so we don't have to worry about. Okay, so we'll go 4 off of the main. So we're going to go 7 to 3. We're going to be drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we hang on to always be running, we will not deck out, which means that we can get both of these cards into our deck to shuffle back in. So that feels really good. Part of me wants to hang on to Lockjaw just to keep him in the discard pile and not put him right back into the shuffle. I don't think it's going to work out that way. Let's go Def Focus to play. I think we hang on to always be running for the maximum velocity. Yeah, so Def Focus and a Clear the Area will play double time. Next round we will have, let's do 4 damage here. So next time we're going to have a maximum velocity. So our double basic can hit, oh, but we're going to be stunned. We haven't always be running. Okay, but we can take out Batroc next round. Okay, there's that. We have a Lockjaw. The risk here is that if we hang on to Lockjaw, we don't guarantee ourselves the maximum velocity. If maximum velocity is the bottom, we only draw 3 cards, and then our mansion will draw us here. So I think we do toss Lockjaw, and we stand up. Okay, alrighty. We got always be running, maximum velocity. Didn't have to worry about it one way or another. Specialized training and a several industries. We should know what that last card is. I guess it doesn't matter. We're drawing it regardless with Mansion. I'm going to go up to 4. Thanos is going to attack. We'll block with Ironheart. It's going to be a lot to even more. Ironheart leaves play. Power Stone stuns us. Troc is going to... We'll block with Nick. It's enough to take Nick out. Then our encounter card is Coop. When a minion engages a player, you discard the top X cards where X is the number of boost icons on that minion. Comes in with 5. There's an acceleration icon. Okay. Friction resistance and Def Focus will play maximum velocity. Okay. We will attack to get rid of the stun. Maximum velocity goes here. We'll use one way or another to play and always be running, which will ready here and ready here. At this point, we'll go ahead and Mansion to draw into a making an entrance. It's going to give us the last card here and an acceleration icon here. Ah! Oh, I didn't do Master of the Stones. So there was not a minion. There was not a minion in there. And so we just deck out. We had this, and then I'm gonna shuffle this, and then deal myself the top card of this new deck. Clutch making an entrance. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I may not use it though. I think I'm just gonna take out Batroc. I don't have it. Do I lose my? Do I lose the main? And just hope for the best here, or do I just tank Batroc again? Nope, can't do that. Hmm. Specialized training for the defense upgrade. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. 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 I think that's the right call there. Um cool. Friction resistance, specialized training. We will thwart making an entrance to clear specialized training. And we ready. Do we want the defense upgrade? I think we take the thwart upgrade. I think we take the thwart upgrade. And we flip down. We do heal 2. 1 2. I think we're going to take surveillance specialist. Give us +1 thwart. Because I think thwarting is going to be a bigger issue um than damage right now. So now we will thwart for 4 here, triggering surveillance specialist to draw into a one way or another. No, no, no. Okay, so we're just gonna scheme for 3, 4 +2 boost icons. Love to see the villain deck build video tutorial as a fresh. Uh, what do you mean by villain deck build? Do we one way or another here? All right, let's play one way or another. Welcome to Murder World. Take 2 damage when we defeat it. I don't think I'm Arcade's Funhouse. Hall of Mirrors. I thought Thanos had a side scheme. Am I missing a side scheme in here? Or is Thanos' only side scheme Sanctuary? Apparently. That's the only one? Okay. I think I'm gonna grab Arcade Fun House. Welcome to Murder World. The Titan's Throne? I don't know where it is. Huh. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It must be stuck with somebody else somewhere. Oops. What is Titan's Throne? Like what does it have on it? Is it it's an amplify, right? Two thread amplify? Okay. Put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, and then do you remove it whenever you thwart it down? No. So it just comes into play when when revealed. Place one threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. Okay, so we got Time Stone. Okay, we'll draw a Under Surveillance, an Energy, and a Ironheart. Yeah. Go Energy to play Ironheart, which will draw us into a one way or another. And we will Friction Resistance one way or another to pop a Under Surveillance there. Love it. Honestly, this is great. No, it's a when defeated you put the Time Stone into play. Where's my phone? Titan's Throne. When defeated, choose and discard an Infinity Stone from play. So we don't put one into play right now. Okay, cool. The text is wrong. The image is right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there then. Full Spirit, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, we are looking at a easy clear on the Black Order. Ironheart will thwart one here off of. Cool. Alrighty. It feels pretty good. We are going to stay in. Do we flip down? No, we're gonna stay in hero form. We don't have enough threat removal quite yet to flip down. We got Machine Man. Always be running. Reinforce Sinew. Always be running. Clear the area. 2, 4, 5. Perfect. From the CDB text box when revealed, but the image is what I was reading. Yeah, I just searched the card image and it's when defeated, delete one. So we got 3 here. Thanos is going to attack. We'll block with Ironheart. A lot. Ironheart dies. Trock is attacking us for 3 plus a boost. We'll defend for 2. So we take 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll stand up. Then our encounter card is the Reality Stone. Drawing near. Gross. Okay, so we'll start of our turn, discard a maximum velocity. Yikes, that hurts. Place one there. Okay. Friction Resistance will play a clear the area to clear what is the Titan's Throne. To discard Reality Stone from play. We get to draw a card, which is a maximum velocity. Woo! Nice. Mansion will draw us into a double time. Huge. Def Focus and a double time will play maximum velocity. Just draw both on the same turn. Why not? Exactly, right? Okay. Let's thwart for 4 here. It's going to clear there. Take that down a peg. We will exhaust to draw into a one way or another. I don't know why Dark Designs is there, but I'm going to shuffle it into the deck and not the discard pile. That drew us into a one way or another. That could be kind of fun. I do it all the time. I put the wrong cards in. My guess is Titan's Throne is in some hero cards somewhere. I think we're going to reinforce Sinew to get rid of drawing near. After we thwart, we get to ready and ready. Play one way or another. Eh. We're going to Welcome to Murder World. That comes in with 3. We get to draw a Speed Cyclone. Just kidding. That's what we're going to discard. Making an entrance huge. And a Superpower Training. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and thwart and take down Welcome to Murder World. We take 2 damage. Down to 3. Friction Resistance will play and always be running, which will ready. We'll attack for 3 here. Friction Resistance will play and always be running. So we will ready, and we'll attack for 3 more to take Batroc out. Okay. Okay. Friction Resistance will put a Superpower Training into play. We're going to flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to discard a Speed Cyclone to get rid of drawing near. We're going to get rid of making an entrance and a machine. Do we? Do we just play Reinforce Sinew and just call it a day? I'm not quite sure what Superpower Siblings is going to get us that we would want or care about this round. We play Machine Man. Let's play Machine Man. Because we have Superpower Training to grab Reinforce Sinew. Because I think we're about to get our accelerated, or not our accelerated reflex, but our Leroy, you just play the upgrade. I think we're about to grab our thwart one with the cards that we're about to get, and so when we thwart this down, then we can grab our attack, because that's going to be the last target in our kit for it. We got double time, strength, clear the area, heroic intuition, Scarlet Witch is beautiful here, and a skilled investigator. Nice. I'm going to go up to 5. Thanos is going to scheme for 3, 4. There goes an Avatar of Death, which is great. We're going to put in the Mind Stone. You are confused. Our encounter card is a Dark Designs. So Thanos is going to scheme for 4. Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. So he's going to scheme for 8. So that loses us the main. Dude, Dark Designs has been destroying us today. Jeez. Ugh. And we're confused. He gets a boost card. Yeah, so he just schemed. For 7. That hits 16. Yeah. Jeez. Brutal. Okay. Bad things are about to happen. That's wild. That is wild. Alrighty. Each player shuffles the discard pile into their deck. Each player removes the top half of their deck, rounded down from the game. Yeah, that was brutal. We've been, we've just been such, we've just been rolled on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Hey, there's the Titan's Throne. Look at that. That's hilarious. I don't know what I did. Feels like a magic trick at this point. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so we remove 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Honestly, brutal. Brutal. Yeah, we snapped. Yeah, because he put 16 threat on the main scheme in one villain turn. Okay, so we just lost under surveillance, which is tough. Do we lose? We lost both. Oh, shoot, we lost both of our maximum velocities. We lost half of our always be runnings. We lost our symbiotes. We lost all of our damage. That's probably game. That's probably game there. Or it's going to be a really slow game going forward. Alrighty. See what we got. Brutal. Brutal. Wow. Oof. Yeah, that was tough. We don't have a lot going for us right now. Mansion is going to draw us into an always be running. Oof. Okay. We'll go strength and a double time to play Scarlet Witch. Actually, I don't think I'm going to trigger superpower, so I think we have to heal. We do have an always be running. I can't heal, though. I'm going to flip up. I could heal. I'm going to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to flip up. Friction resistance will play a clear the area to clear the confuse. And Def Focus will play and always be running to ready up. To ready friction resistance. Got a skilled investigator to put onto the table. Scarlet Witch will thwart superpowered for 3. Let's go. Clear it. Superpower training goes away. We're gonna go find the last upgrade that we got, which is a reinforcing it. We still have Nick. Actually, we're grabbing hyper perception. Yeah, we have a whole lot of nothing. Like, right? It's all of our supporting stuff. And so I think it's just gonna be chip damage until we get there. Okay, so there's hyper perception, which is gonna give us +1 thwart. Cool. Skilled investigator will trigger to draw us into a several industries. Friction and several industries will drop a heroic intuition. It was 4th word. Actually, no, Sanctuary has victory. I was gonna say we could just like recur Sanctuary and use that as our damage source. Flip down again. What's the worst that could happen, right? We'll go ahead and clear. We might as well not clear Sanctuary, right? Yeah, we'll just clear Sanctuary. We don't have anything to spend, but we'll just take it out. Surveillance Specialist will draw us into a always be running. We'll keep that. Stand up. The Quicksilver slow game challenge, right? One way or another. Speed Cyclone, Ironheart, and a one way or another. Got two threat here. Thanos is going to attack. We'll block with Scarlet Witch. Gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6 by Scarlet Witch. And we've got the Time Stone. Okay. Our encounter card is I Am Inevitable. He gets a face down boost card. Okay. Let's go one way or another. Do we not have a side scheme? We don't have a side scheme in the deck. How is... Oh my gosh. We have like a full deck and we don't have a side scheme in it. Ugh. Well, that's a bad play. Or, well, I guess we don't really have any good plays, but Mansion will draw us into a clear the area. Friction Resistance will clear the area from... We're not going to do that. Friction Resistance and Speed Cyclone will play an Ironheart. It'll draw us into a Quinn Carrier. I have not thwarted this round with Surveillance Specialist. The thing is, like, the engine is built around card draw, but I don't actually know if I care to do that anymore. Right? Like, I don't have cards that I need to draw. I guess Reinforced Sinew is the only one. Yeah, so it's like I don't need to thwart if I don't need to thwart. So yeah, I think I'm just attacking. Let's go ahead and get Punch and a Mental. Yeah, I like that idea. Dumping everything on Machine Man. I had a snap. I didn't lose any of my doubles, so I was getting them so fast. That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay, let's just thwart here. So we can draw a card. There it is. Okay, so that's Reinforced Sinew. But then what we're going to do is we're going to use Friction Resistance one way or another and clear the area to play Quinn Carrier. Then we're going to attack Thanos. Wait, I'm using always be running instead of clear the area. I'm going to attack Thanos to knock his tough. I take one Retaliate. And then I'm going to respond to use to use Quinn Carrier and clear the area to get rid of his helmet. We're going to hang on to Reinforced Sinew. Okay. That gets rid of the Retaliate. Ironheart will poke Thanos. And Machine Man is going to hang out. We're going to hang on to Reinforced Sinew, and we're going to stand up. Okay. Got double time, one way or another. Nick Fury. I do like that we still have Nick, and I think Nick will switch to using him for damage instead of card draw. Got one more card, which isn't always be running. Let's throw 2 threat here. Thanos is attacking us for 4. We'll block with Ironheart. We're gonna get our Nemesis minion. Brutal. Insight 1. It's going to be a total of Insight 3. Avalanche. 1, 2, 3. Those get shuffled in. Avalanche is going to attack us. We have to take 2 indirect damage. I guess we'll take the 2 indirect damage? Question mark? Oof. We'll throw it on Machine Man. Then he's going to attack. We'll defend. Stand up. Got the Mad Titan. Put the top card of the... Oh, wait, hold on. I also didn't do this. So, top 4 cards of our deck. So it's an event, resource, event, and event. So we'll place 2 threat on the main. Goes up to 7. Then our 2 encounter cards. Got an Evil Alliance. Cool. Put 3 more there. And then we've got a Mad Titan. Put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play, which is the Reality Stone. Alrighty. Brutal. Alright. Mansion will draw us into a Several Industries. Friction Resistance. One way or another, Several Industries and a Quinn Carrier will play Nick. We will deal 4 damage to Avalanche. Nick will thwart 2 off of Seismic Proportions. Take that out. Skilled Investigator will draw us into a Always Be Running. We will thwart for 4. Take this down to 3. And we will ready, exhaust to draw into a one way or another. Okay. Let's use Def Focus and Friction Resistance to play a Reinforced Sinew. Goes +1 attack. Okay. We will attack for 2. 1, 2. Still did not lose. We will, one way or another, to play Always Be Running to stand up and ready Friction Resistance. Friction Resistance. Yeah, okay. So we will, that's 4 damage. Versus 4 damage. So it's kind of the same. Or we could go. So Machine Man is going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to knock him out, but we're about to shuffle. And then we will attack for 1, 2. Stand up. Got 3 and an encounter card. The hardest part about Thanos is post snap is you're playing effectively on heroic 0.5. Like you're getting an encounter card every other turn. 3, 4, 5. Brutal. We got 5. Thanos is going to attack. We'll block with Nick. Nick dies. Then reality, discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Get rid of Skilled Investigator. 2 encounter cards. Under Fire Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Batroc. This card gains Surge. Surge. Sinister Strike. That's probably game. Defend for 2. He's attacking for 4. Give Thanos a tough status card. So we only take 2 already. Alright, we get to stand up. He gets a tough. Nowhere is safe. Place a pursuit counter. So Avalanche is coming back. That's Insight 2. Then we will exhaust our identity. No, I guess we're going to take 2 indirect damage. And then we've got Elaborate Trap. We'll discard cards until we get a trap, which I don't think... What's the use of Machine Man? To make use of extra resources? He's now back in the deck. We get another acceleration icon. Are you talking about just like what's the point of having Machine Man in the deck? It's for whenever you're floating that last friction resistance. Sometimes like you get to ready and you have floating friction resistance. So it's just a way to like throw that damage somewhere. I don't see us winning this at all. We're gonna lose this very easily. We do have a clear, or we have a one way or another now though. So that's fun. Mansion will draw us into a several industries, but one way or another doesn't get us anything. I guess we could, well, we have to get an ally or else we definitely lose. Let's play one way or another. We're just gonna grab here. Yeah, that was one of the more brutal snaps I think I've ever had. Strength, double time, Ironheart. Okay. Friction resistance. And one way or another, we'll play Ironheart, which is a clear the area. Quinn Carrier will play clear the area to clear here. That'll draw us into a one way or another. We kept all 3 of our one way or anothers, which is kind of funny. Let's thwart 4 off of Balance the Scales. It's going to ready, draw a card. Just a double time. Strength will double time Avalanche. Ironheart will ping the tough for damage there. Got friction resistance, one way or another, in several industries to play Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch will attack Thanos for 3. 1, 2, 3. Love it. We'll double time for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll thwart this down to 0. White Tiger. Well, we're not in leadership, but yeah, White Tiger is really good. White Tiger is so good. Okay. Encounter card. It's like we're playing Symbiote Suit without the benefits of Symbiote Suit. Got 3. Always be running Machine Man, Skilled Investigator, and a Nick Fury. Thanos is attacking. We'll block with Ironheart. Put a counter. And we've got Space Stone, discard until we get a minion. Our 2 cards. Welcome to Murder World. Takes 2 damage whenever we thwart that down. That's not good. And under fire, Surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Surge, Coop, and Arcade. Cannot take damage while a trap side scheme is in play. When revealed, discard until you get a trap side scheme. Brutal. Jeez. Okay, Hall of Mirrors. Alrighty. Oh, and then this happens. We discard the top 3 cards of our deck. We place 0 lightning on it. Ugh. We're getting decimated here. Alrighty. Okay, so we have to flip down before we can defeat that side scheme. Okay. Mansion will draw us into his strength. Skilled Investigator will thwart down Hall of Mirrors. We'll draw a card here. Oh, actually, we're going to Friction Resistance, Strength, Quinn Carrier to play Nick Fury first to deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do that. And we'll ready. Draw into double time. Skilled Investigator will draw us into a one way or another. We are confused. Okay. How do we want to do this? I'm going to thwart to get rid of the confuse. Friction Resistance will play and always be running, so we will ready. I have to flip down, right? Like I can't. I guess I can use my free defense against Arcade every single round. Villain's at 3. What happened? He gets his armor, right? Scarlet Witch is going to attack Thanos and take Thanos to the next stage. He gets toughness. And we go find his armor. And he has 28 health. Okay. We don't have a minion, so this will whiff, which will be nice. When Thanos would take any amount of damage, reduce that amount by 1. When he makes a basic attack, we spend a lightning and a punch to discard the card. Okay. 20 would take damage, so we can't. Yeah. Okay. So Q doesn't matter this round. We can't take out Welcome to Murder World. I can't because it kills me. I'll take 2 damage when I take it out, and that kills me. So like, I need to flip down heal before I can take it out. But I'm trying to figure out. I think instead, what I probably need to do is just see if I can win first. Okay, let's go ahead and knock this tough off. We will spend a punch and a Will and always be running to get rid of Thanos' armor. Nick will go ahead and hit for 1-2. To focus one way or another, we'll double time to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if we flip down, we lose, so we have to stay up and hope that we don't draw any ping damage. Like there's a card that will lose us the game just by triggering that when defeated there. But get 5. But I think it's kind of like what we have to do. Okay. We will add 3 to the main. Thanos is going to attack for 5. We'll block with Nick. Choose to either spend 2 physical resources or exhaust our identity. Quinn Carrier friction resistance. Nick dies. We'll discard cards, which will be the whole deck, which will give us another acceleration. I'm at 1 health. It's not good. We've lost this game. I'm just seeing how long we can prolong it. Arcade's going to attack. We will defend, stand, and stand. And we've got 3 encounter cards. First one, Deviant Syndrome, Insight 1. Give him a tough status card. Next up, we got Master Plan. So 4 threat on all side schemes. And finally, we've got the Mad Titan. Put the top card of the Infinity deck into play, which is the Power Stone, which will stun us. Okay. We're not dead yet. Mansion will draw us into a one way or another. Got 22 health. I honestly think we are in a state of cross our fingers and hope, right? I mean, like that really is what it is. We're at 22 health. Let's thwart 4 off of the main. Actually, we're gonna friction resistance speed cyclone to play Machine Man. Then we're gonna thwart 4, and we're gonna stand up, stand up. Surveillance is gonna draw us to and always be running. Okay. Okay, so 22 health. Double time is 2 double times is 8. So that takes him down to 14. I mean, like, if we have a fairly innocuous, yeah, no maximum velocities, no symbiote suit, which was our health, no under surveillance. We lost 2 of our doubles. We lost Lockjaw. We lost most of our allies. Yeah, we kept all of our card draw, but we lost all the cards we wanted to draw into. Yeah. Okay. And what's crazy is that he went 0 to 16 in um one villain turn. Like I thwarted the main, I think down to 0, and he schemed out with an under surveillance on it. So I was like, okay, here we are. Okay. One way or another. Oh, we're gonna grab Titan's Throne. Draw a Always Be Running, Double Time, and a Strength. Nice. Strength and a Double Time will clear Titan's Throne and knock the Tough here. Discard that. Okay. Ooh, actually, hold on. We're not going to do that. Hold on. Let's do a several industries to play a clear the area. To take that out, then we'll draw into a clear the area. And we have everything. Skilled Investigator will draw us into a one way or another. Okay. And he still has his tough card. Quicksilver will knock the tough off. Friction Resistance will play Always Be Running to ready Quicksilver and Friction Resistance. Scarlet Witch will attack for 1, 2. It's going to knock Scarlet Witch out. Got Deaf Focus and a one way or another to play Double Time to deal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sup, Nelson? Gonna go see Thunderbolts this weekend? I doubt it. I'm at Con of Heroes this weekend. So, but I mean, also I don't really go to the theaters. Should I? Probably. I don't really go to theaters. Let's go Strength for a Double Time to deal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will attack for 1, 2. Friction Resistance will always be running to ready and ready. We'll attack for 1, 2. And then we will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3 with Machine Man. Alrighty, here we are. Where's Con of Heroes? It's in Roseville, Minnesota. So right outside the Twin Cities area. Alrighty, we got one way or another. We got Ironheart. We got an encounter card. 5 health left, almost there. Yeah, we have to avoid encounter cards. That's what it is. Strength, clear the area, and then always be running 2, 4, 5. We got 6 threat on the main, or no, 4 threat on the main. Thanos is attacking. We will block with Machine Man. It's gonna be 4. Place an counter. Knock him out. Top card here. Soulstone. There. We'll give you the time required viewing bar. You just type this. Homework needed. Captain America trilogy, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Wasp, extra credit, Hawkeye, Black. Oh, sweet. Okay. Cool. We're approaching absolute cinema territory here, folks. Quicksilver stronger than Thanos, about to be proven wrong. Never before seen. We'll block the attack here. We just have to not die. Avalanche. Insight 2. We will exhaust our identity. And we will go to 9. Need for Speed. We cannot ready. Oh, shoot. We cannot ready. So we lose just on that, I think, right? I guess we'll flip to Alter Ego. And then we cannot ready our identity until our next turn. Then we got Deviant Syndrome. Insight 1 takes us to 10. Give Thanos a tough status card. That's brutal. Yeah, that's game. I guess it doesn't have to be. Let's go strength to play Ironheart. It's going to draw us into a double time. We can still win this. We can still win this. Mansion will draw us into a double time. That's game. Ironheart will knock the tough. Right? Yeah. We'll flip to Quicksilver. Friction resistance. Quinn Carrier will play double time to deal 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got clear the area and always for a double time. Wild. We got so unlucky and then so lucky for like 3 rounds in a row. That was wild. That was wild. We also had the other option if we didn't draw the double time is we would have superpowered siblings, and we were searching for. Or I guess we would have one way or another. We were searching for Nick for 4 damage. Whew. I can't. I straight thought there was no way we were coming out of that. That was insane. That was insane. Everything balanced out as it should be. Nice. Woo. So the Thanos strategy is to slow play. uh, the Thanos strategy is to have a insane amount of chump blockers. Wow. Oof. That was an exciting game. That was a really really exciting game. I can't believe that came that way. Yeah, the leaper was tough. Um, I don't think that it would have been that much. Yeah, I'll upload it to YouTube. Don't worry. Yeah. Um, I think like the main pain points that we were presented in the game would not have changed without the leaper. Um, necessarily because we just lost the main on encounter cards, right? There was nothing that we could have done to prevent that. That being said, we probably would not. It would not have been as tight because we spent the first like 25% of the game needing to deal with the leaper. That's what I like about the Thunderbolts. Is like the Thunderbolt modular set, not necessarily the encounter, but it also works for the encounter. But the Thunderbolt modular sets requires you like you have like a weird like ramp like graph. Like normally like you can ramp linearly or like you have to like deal with some stuff and then you can start ramping. But for Thunderbolts, typically I'm like ramping, Thunderbolts come in, you stall, and then you can ramp some more. So it just kind of changes the way you play the game a lot. Um that was fun. Yeah. 3 encounter cards a turn. Mm. Yeah, we just all we needed to do was draw one of those draw a card that was like um resolve the when defeated and we would have lost. Another minion would have lost us the game. Wow. Nice. That was fun. That was a good time. Alrighty. Okay, so I will be back on Wednesday. We're gonna be playing some Ashes Reborn. So we'll be breaking that back out on Wednesday, and then that's gonna be the last stream for the week because I'm headed up to Minnesota for Kana Heroes. I will be there on Friday afternoon, kind of like right before the first event starts. So if you are there, say hi. Let's get a game in. Let's play. But yeah, so I'm gonna be there. We'll be back next week with some Marvel Champions. I'm not getting home until like Monday afternoon. And so I don't think we will be streaming probably until Wednesday next week after this Wednesday stream. So, yeah. So if you're going to be there, let me know. Hit me up. Let's play a game. And I look forward to seeing everyone who is going to be there. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Hope everyone has a great Monday and a great rest of their week. We'll see you around. Peace.